Ladies and gentlemen, welcome on in. It's the ETG EZone 3K comeback LAN. It's me, the Shake and Bake, along with 3BB.
How we doing?
We are locked right in here. We got a little 4v4 double elimination tournament, man. Now, why don't you tell us a little bit more about that?
All right, we got a 4v4 tournament presented by ETG and EZone Media. This is ETG's first tournament back in about 4 years, so this is a big one. We got the check behind us. You can't see the belt, but we got the belt in front of us. History in the making. Shout out to a few sponsors. We got Temper GG, Lethal Divide, Paradox Customs, Regiment GG, and Call of Duty Agent. You'll hear about more of those later on in the show.
Also, huge shout out to our sponsors right there. We are going to head right into winner semis here. We got FaZe and LO6 going up against Resurrection. Flint, let's talk about this one just a little bit here. I know we got our map set and everything ready. Both of these teams made it to winner semis. I think they're ready to rock and roll. And man, do we ever got a headbutt headed into Rio Hardpoint for map number 1. How you feeling about that?
I'm feeling really good. I'm excited to get this started. Really excited to see what FaZe Black's got in them. I'm also really excited to see what Resurrection's got in them because they're playing a few goats.
Yeah, I mean, we got a loaded roster here. Talk about Resurrections. We got Mansions, Jaden, Revert, and Stallion. A couple of shooters over there. And on the side of FaZe Black, LO6, you got Confident, Courage, Johnny, and Derek the GOAT. Few names you may have heard of before. And I'll tell you what, Rio map number 1, I'm so stoked to get into this one. And we talk about how that map plays out. Flynn, you want to just talk to me a little bit about what you're looking for a key to victory here?
Key to victory, you got to win a bunch of gunfights. It's like, instead of that MWIII syndrome, it's like you're playing Vanguard all over again. It's just a bang out all the time. So it's going to come down to who wins those key gunfights. And obviously, you can collect most of the time.
Yeah, that's the all-important thing, right? Who gets to 250 first? You got to look out for that SMG presence out of the squad of FaZe. I mean, we got some players over there. You always got to worry about Confid. He'll run around with that thing. Derek the GOAT, always looking to make an impact on the map. And these players are just ready to get locked in. I don't know if anybody from chat has heard it yet, but man, these kids are roaring back here, Flynn. They're ready to go. You know the money's on the line. The gold is on the line, too. I can't wait to get into this one, man.
I'm really excited. It's been a while since I've seen Derek play, but I'm just excited to see that guy. He's very electric. And Rio, I don't think it could be a better map. So the map set, we got Rio, Terminal S&D, Invasion Control, Invasion Hardpoint, and some Karachi S&D to finish it off. So it seems like a nice little fun, interesting series here. I think we're about there. We're getting there. Just excited.
Yeah, it's going to be a great series, man. You talk about that map set. We got Terminal S&D as map number 2. That's another bang-em-out map. Rio map number 1. And if you don't get that, if you are either one of these teams, things get kind of difficult from there. If you go into Terminal, that's not necessarily the best get-back map if you had a tough map number 1. But if you're able to keep Rio mixy and, you know, maybe lose by 15, 20 points, you feel like you're in a situation that maybe that map number 2 isn't so insurmountable, and now you can kind of get some footing. But, you know, that Rio, it can be a blender.
It really is a blender, and it could be taking you off your game. We'll have to see. Both of these guys coming through to the winter semis with no problems. So we're getting into it now. Let's lock in.
Here we go. Map number 1. We talked about it, the Rio Hardpoint. Just getting ready to get after it in this one. In the chat, everybody say what up, W's in chat. Here we go. Winter semifinals. We got Resurrection, FaZe Black, LO6. Flynn, this one's going to be a good one, man. Just getting this one. The anticipation's killing me.
I've been so excited all day. We got 10 seconds until the madness begins. Let's do it.
It's like New Year's. We're waiting for the clock to hit 0 so we can get into this one. We're at the LAN Center. The boys are here ready to fry. Hit out on this P1 and also worry about those rotations to P2.
If you look at it, number 7 over there is already trying to work his way over towards P2 side. Right now, you're looking at a classic bang out over in P1. Johnny's going to find himself 2. You got one guy on vending, and last kid Jaden's probably going to get taken down here. And with that, you got 7 already trying to flip spawns. You got 2 actually also trying to go over for P2. just madness as we talked about.
Yeah, you talk about the blender. You're certainly seeing it here. Good break there out of FaZe Black, at least initially, to get that clean 4 dead, able to break this, get themselves a 20-point lead. They were working for those P2 spawns, but Resurrection on top of that. Now you got Mansions and Reverts just trying to play, and Revert is going to fall to Johnny, who gets traded out by Mansions yet again, and there it is. That's a couple of trades back and forth, and this setup is so important. FaZe looking like to come out on top just right now.
If you're FaZe, you're really happy with how that went. You got 30 seconds on P1. You got spawns for P2. You're in a good position now to push this lead to around 90 points. And if you're Resurrection, you're not in a good place. You want to break, and you want to break now.
You're going to need to break, but Confid, he is shooting on a 3 streak, 3-0, has yet to fall. Johnny is going to find one on the other side, trying to wrap around. A couple of the shots are going to land there, but nobody falling. Ends up getting that kill anyway. The break comes through. Now a full minute lead, and you got to start thinking about those rotations to P3 if you're Resurrection and want to get back into this one.
Resurrection, you got 3. He's going up top you. Just looking to get some map control, not let these guys try to flip again. You got 12 seconds here to set up and get prepared for a P3.
P3 ready to pop in about 5 seconds, but Resurrections, they're all set up. They have a couple of players. Derek is going to find one. Marco, the Stallion, trying to set up, find a couple of rappers in the back. He's going to fall. And Courage finds one, and Confid will pick up the second. And this could be the break coming in for FaZe. Revert's able to find a big one onto Derek there. Ooh, and Jaden with the snaps, but Confid able to find a big 2-piece. And this P3 not going how Resurrection wanted.
No, exactly what we talked about. You don't want to let them flip right in there. And now you're pushing a lead in 120 seconds. It's not looking good for Resurrection. Johnny just with another 2-piece here. He's on fire. Speaking about it, we got Confid at 7-2. You got Courage at 7-2. You got Johnny at 9-5. They are just not missing right now.
No, these boys are clicking, doing everything they need to, maybe a little bit late on the rotations, but able to win those gunfights, and that's a clean 3 dead. Confid to 8-2, make it 9-2 now. FaZe starting to take flight in this one, 110-point lead as we head into P4. And I guess a wise man said it's never chalked if you're Resurrection, but if you don't hit the gas, things are going to go south quick.
Indeed, they will. You got 2 people coming through P3. They're going to try and flip this one more time, but Confid just shutting it down. And if you're on the side of Resurrections, you got to start to think about getting your guns warm for the rest of this series, because this map is getting out of hand. 140-6. Something you definitely don't want to see.
Not what you want to see at all, but you are able to get that break with about 30 seconds left. But Confid looking to ruin your day. A couple of kills are going to go through. Trades come out. Jaden with a big 2-piece, able to get at least the scrap time on that P4. But this bang out towards P5 already going on. You see all these players lined up. Mansion's going to find the first one. Marco gets a free one. Confid finds the nade. That's a second free piece for Marco. Able to break this hill. But it necessarily hasn't been the rotations that have been the issue for Resurrection. It's been holding.
It has been the holds. And right now you got 2 dead, and you got control of the hill. This is a good start for them. You're going to get another one if you're Mansions. And now you have a full setup. You got all of top mid control. You're forcing them back left. Back right, I should say. And you got them in a good spot. Collect some time here. If you're on the side of FaZe Black, you're going to try and get this top mid control. That's what 6 is doing right now. And they'll eventually try to break in. But this is a lot of great time here for Resurrection.
A lot of great time, but like you said, you got to hold in Courage, able to break right on through, able to get some of this time here, make this lead yet again, 100 points in the contest. Does come through, but the gunshots are clean out of Johnny. Adam Savage, who is Derek the GOAT, for you guys watching at home, may be a little confused. It doesn't matter what his name is, they're gunning either way. 100-point lead yet again, and they're all over P1.
They're all over P1. If you're looking at Resurrection right now, they're just trying to push up these top, and you're just going into a straight blender. Now they get 2 down, though. And this is just a mix fest. And FaZe is going to come out on top. Oh, I spoke too soon. Resurrection's going to come out on top. It's just a mix fest. And FaZe is going to try and get some control here. But if you're FaZe, you're happy with how that first set went.
No, that first set of rotations was almost perfect, and we talked about the blender that Rio could be before the map even started, and you're seeing that come to play right now, but Resurrections doing their best to come out of the grave in this one on the second set of rotations. Do a good job getting a chunk of time here, at least early on P1. You just gotta lock it down, and that's been the issue. Get to the positions you want to be in and win gunfights. You're just getting done right now, but Marco was ready for that one, takes down Johnny, and this is the first bit of success out of Resurrection, and you like to see it.
Yeah, you like to see this. It's a positive direction, but with that said, FaZe Black is on P2, and they got full control of this. You got a guy on Resurrection over by Banana. He's working his way towards back gate. It's going to be a little bit of an annoyance here. But we'll see if FaZe Black can just shut this down real nice and easy. They do, and they're going to have P2 control.
Yeah, and the kills are going their way as well. Derek's going to find another one there. Oh, gets the unfortunate timing. Confid is able to pick up his trade. Reverts finding one onto Encourage as well as they try to break in. Reverts gets his second kill. Oh, you can't let that happen to you, but you get the kills anyway. So I guess you let it go. You got the break. You're able to get some time, but this hold, it's so crucial. We saw it on P1. Can they do it on P2?
Yeah, they got another 20 seconds here. If you're FaZe, probably just chalk this up and go new. If they say that, they're hitting all, they're going to get this 20 seconds. So they're just pushing their lead out slowly. But if you're Resurrection, your guns are getting hot, you're starting to put yourself back in the game, give yourself a chance maybe later on in the series.
Yeah, well, you got it under a 100-point lead, and that's the first step in the process. Now you got to get a few more of these kills. I mean, FaZe, they're already littered over this P3. The opening gunfight is going to go the way of Resurrections. They find two on the way in, but they are going to have to deal with Johnny, who's just trying to rat it up and be a nuisance in their spawn, able to get him. And that's Mansions going to the Nether Realm, and now FaZe able to make a push and try to get a break.
And here it comes. You're going to push down if you're Encouraged. You're going to find one. You're going to find two. You're going to get control of this hill. And now you're just looking for your members to come on down and help you out. But it's not there yet. They're going to look for some time here. And this lead is actually starting to shrink a little bit. And it's going to start to get a little bit interesting.
Yeah, you dig into the lead, and you never know what can happen. I like this fight out of Resurrection to just not lay down in the position they were in. It's really easy to do that, and then three more are going to come through for the side of FaZe Black, and they have locked up this P4 as well. They're in their positions. You got one holding that box's push, one sitting in garage who's going to fall. Good kill there out of Marco. Derek just trying to find another one to clean this thing up. Confid tries to get that opener there on the Mansions, but still not a lot of pressure, and you'll take this white time if you're Resurrection.
Your Resurrection, white time is always good time, but you'd rather that be purple. He's going to find himself one and then three dead. FaZe are going to maintain control of this, and with 40 seconds needed to win this map, you don't like what you're seeing right now if you're a Resurrection fan.
Not at all. Things are getting desperate. You only need 30 some odd seconds now if you're FaZe. Less than that, you can't win it here. They're going to have to chain it to that P5. And honestly, it hasn't been an issue for FaZe chaining these hills together. A couple of kills, a three-piece come out of the Stallion, roaring out of the gates, does get taken down eventually. Mansions able to find Encourage, and then Derek able to get that kill onto Jaden as well. And this is just what we talked about, the Mix Fest. And unfortunately, if you're Resurrection, you just started a little too late. Yeah,
you started a little bit too late. Well, that's all right. You got a best of 5 here. That's why we got best of 5s. Make this series a little bit interesting later on. If you're FaZe, you're going to get another 3 dead. And this might be the map right here.
That could just about do it. That wave of kills, and it's ticking away, and so goes the map number 1 to FaZe in LO6. And I mean, what a performance. They were in the driver's seat the entire time. They take the 1-0 lead in, like you said, the best of 5. So in your Resurrection, you got a little bit of room to work here, and you saw good things out of the back half of that one. So you hope to roll that into the map number 2. And I talked about map number 1 being MWIII, and whoever was going to come out on top had the advantage into map number 2. But, you know, I think the back half of that one for Resurrection, they can have some confidence going into map 2.
Exactly, they'll have some confidence. But if you look at that, Confid was just going off. He had over a 2-point KD, 2.0 KD, just absolutely frying. He had 5k damage. There's not much you can do if you're shooting like that.
No, just I mean Rio. We talked about it. Those submachine guns can really thrive, and boy, did they ever. Phase 1-0 in this winter semis. We're gonna head to a map number 2 terminal. We talked about that one being mixy as well. It's gonna be interesting to see how that goes.
Yeah, it will be a little bit interesting.
All right, so it seems like things are gonna take just a second to get set up for the map number 2. Don't go too far. We'll be right back. Ladies and gentlemen, we're back. It's winter semis. FaZe Black does have the 1-0 lead headed into our terminal S&D map number 2. It's still Shake. It's still Flynn. We're here. We're vibing. Flinny, how you feeling about this one?
I'm doing good. I just want to preface this with that Resurrection and FaZe Black names are flipped. So just keep that in mind. As we say that, FaZe is going to get a 2 dead.
Fortunate team kill comes through as well, but you still find yourselves with a man advantage if your FaZe 3v2 is going to go down for them as well. This is an important situation to flip that pressure onto the defense. You got one player trying to make his way through back plane reverts. They're just trying to set up this play. You got to be a little cautious here with your life, but that clock's becoming a factor.
Clock's becoming a factor. You got 2 ARs, and you're trying to break your way in. It's just not going to go well.
Don't.
And FaZe Black's going to take one down.
Yeah, that's the early 1-0 lead, picking right up where they left off in the map number 1. Early lead, you talked about getting a get back in map number 2. Not so easy when it's terminal, especially you get the bomb down in plane. It becomes like shooting fish in a barrel sometimes. You got to hope maybe you get a lineup and an unfair advantage that you have there if you're the side of Resurrection, but we played a 6, so that's only 1 up.
Yeah, it's only a 6, and I mean, the thing is that if you don't like that, is that FaZe takes some offense. This map is really defensive-sided. But let's see what Resurrection can do on the offensive side.
Get that opening blood. The first blood can change a lot of things for you. You get the man advantage on this map. Things can go well. Mansions up through the big bookstore, but that's Derek. He's going to find the first blood. And Johnny follows it up, and now all of a sudden you're down 2 if you're the side of Resurrection.
Down 2 on the side of Resurrection. You're going to get 1 back, so it's 2v3 now. Johnny looking for more. Not going to find it.
Raids go all the way through. Marco able to get that in the 1v1. You got to tip it. Marco clutches up when you need it. You're able to get it to 1-1. That's a good bounce back round.
Good bounce back. Got a little bit mixy there, and you're going to be happy with that 1v1 gunfight you take right there. Tell you what, I'm not winning that.
Absolutely not. I'll tell you, probably 10 times out of 10, I'm getting guns, so don't even worry about that. If you are on the side of FaZe, shake that one off. You know, it wasn't your round. That's okay. You're headed back on the attack side where you saw success with that quick A hit. It's going to be interesting to see how they try to roll through this one. You got 2 players headed towards A. You got the bookstore set up, and Johnny able to find the first blood.
Johnny's going to find himself 1. And now if you're FaZe, you got a whole lot of map control. And they're going to hit this plane, and they're going pretty quick here.
Got to make decisions. You can't waste time and courage. Able to find one onto reverts. And yet again, you find yourselves down 2 in a desperation situation for Resurrection. You got to believe if you're Resurrection, you got to at least get 1 pick and make this thing competitive.
Now they give up all beat control here, so they're going to get a bomb down for free. Encourage going to find another one. And now it's all left to Jaden. He's going to find himself 1, so it's a 1v3. But now they know where he is, and that is something that you don't want to have. He's kind of trapped over here bottom plane. They got eyes on this, and he's going to drop.
Yeah, tough situation 1v3, especially against a team like FaZe Black that's just playing so well as a unit right now. And I think that's what's standing out most to me, is that they'll lose somebody, but then the trade will come through almost immediately. Or the comms will come through and someone will hit a different setup, reposition, able to get that pick as well. It's just great S&D out of the side of FaZe right now. And if you're Resurrection, you got to find some of that magic you had in the round number 2.
Yes, exactly. And, you know, an offense here. Wonder what they're going to try to do with the bomb. I'd like to see a B push. They're going to go for it, probably throw smoke, try and get the bomb down. 2-2 split for FaZe. They got numbers. They just got to win the gunfights.
Oh, and right, another first blood. He is going to get traded out by the Stallion. And that's a big kill to at least get these numbers even in reverts. Able to find a free one. That's a big kill there out of the smoke. You have the numbers advantage. And this is kind of what it was like in the round 2. But Johnny, he'll grab that number advantage right back. And confident, he's looking for more.
Now down to Johnny in the 1v2. He's going to find himself one. Now, Jaden versus Johnny. And on the battle, the head glitches. Oh, what is that? What is that, Chop?
Yeah, you talked about it. It was the battle of head glitches until it wasn't, Johnny. A little bit more discipline there, able to hold his angle and say, thanks for the chop. I mean, you're weak. You're weak. You might as well just lay down and make him try to push you out. Maybe the land situation got to your head a little bit. Yeah, listen, 1v1, only one person can lose those. You got to clean that up mentally and just move on to the next one.
Yeah,
but FaZe commanding again.
Commanding again. And now they're going to be able to play on offense here. Excited to see what they can do. And let's see what Resurrection's going to do on this defense here. You got kind of a 2-2 split. And Johnny's going to find himself another. He's just getting picks on picks.
Johnny doing everything he can. First blood machine at this point. Revert's able to get out with his life, if just for a second. But no need to push. Cruise missile does come through there. Not going to find anybody, so, you know, it doesn't really matter if you're on the side of FaZe. You get that bomb down, but Marco, he's able to find one, trying to swing numbers back towards his team.
Johnny just with another important kill, just setting his team up for success. Jaden going to try and find a pick. Not going to find it. But if you're Resurrection, you kind of got a nice track here. You got a whole lot of map positioning that you can work with. But they're just stacking the crap out of the site. It's going to be a real tough retake.
Yeah, and that smoke coming through isn't going to make things easier, but Marco through the window, trying to go through the ninja. Will the smoke be clear? No. They're going to clean it up in FaZe, able to take that round. Now a 4-1 lead in the S&D, and it is just more dominance out of FaZe.
I was really hoping that was going to work, because that was ballsy. But into another round we go. I believe it's 4-1 now. Bless you. It's 4-1, I believe. Got FaZe on D. Resurrection on O. Let's see what they can do with the bomb.
Thank you, brother, for blessing me on this wonderful day. We're headed towards a holy day. If you celebrate, make sure you say I love you to your family, all right? But before we get there, got a lot of Call of Duty now. Resurrection trying to dig out of this 4-1 hole that they have built. And Johnny just finding another piece up on a head streak now. Johnny, this man cannot be stopped at 12-1.
Can someone trade him, please? Damn, man. Oh, he's just pushing. He's just trying to find the end. Scoreboard's not correct, but when you guys go to a new player, you'll see the proper KDs there. He's on a 10 kill streak in an S&D. This is crazy.
Yeah, if we were in pubs, he'd have a VTOL or a chopper gunner. He'd be flying right now. The boys would be loving it. No streaks in that sense, but the boys are still loving it, and that is correct. This is map point for FaZe. On the attack side, it doesn't really matter. Attack, defense, they've done it all.
They really have. Nothing that Resurrection is doing is working for them. If I see Johnny, if I'm Resurrection, I'm hiding, I'm running away. Let's see what can happen here. They're going for a B plant, or A plant, excuse me. Oh, they're going to find two. Mansion's going to get one back. He's going to get two back. So now it's 2v2. See what can happen here. Derek's going to find himself one. Oh, Revert's going to get him off the bomb. Bomb is down. 1v1. He has 40 seconds.
Here we go. Derek and Revert, such a big round if Revert is able to clutch this, but the bomb is down, like you said. 30 seconds, a little bit of time to work with. So many angles to check for Reverts. Can't spot him through the cockpit. But I'll tell you what, Derek, he's ready to go. Looking to extend it to a 5 spree. And Reverts just making sure to check everything, not get caught off guard. Here comes the chow. Oh, well, the 1v1 comes through for Reverts. And there's the defuse. And you got a breath of life.
You got a breath of life. You keep him alive. And, wow, that was a big gunfight to take right there. I really didn't think he had it in him, but great win.
Yeah, I mean, maybe he caught Derek off guard. I don't think either of us thought he was going to chow, including Derek. But the shots are true. He rips the headies, gets the kill. Reverts, a big one for his team to stay alive in the map, too.
That was a huge gunfight. See if that gives them any momentum moving forward here. You got them on offense. Last time they kind of played for a pick, they spread out a little bit. Let's see if they just kind of try and hit a bomb. Go right for it, or if they're going to go for a default spread.
Quick plants have seemed to be a good move so far in this one phase with quite a few of them. And now you got Resurrection trying to make it towards B. The smoke comes through, but Johnny is ready. The Smoke Reaper finds another pick. The Renetti out finds the second. And I mean, my goodness. They get him cut down, and Jaden is able to find him, and Mansion's able to find one as well. But now Jaden left alone in a 1v2 for the map.
Derek's going to find him. Not going to be able to kill him, and now it's a 1v1. Going to get a little interesting. Confid has bomb down, though. So theoretically, he doesn't have to chow. He can sit in the corner and just kind of wait. But we'll see what he does.
I think Jaden's hoping that Confid gets a little greedy and tries to chow out. He can get an easy one. But the bomb is down, and this is the last round you have. Confid, I love this angle, and you get the kill. Map number 2 is going to go the ways of FaZe. And that's a 2-0 lead in this series, and not much to sweat about in either map.
Shout out Johnny, man. That map's all on Johnny right there.
Oh, my God, yeah.
Well, I think he finished him at 12. Like, that's crazy. Now it's a 2-0 lead towards FaZe.
Those are pub numbers. A 12 streak in an S&D is absolutely unbelievable. 13 non-traded kills. I mean, you gotta at least get
3K damage.
I mean,
come on, man.
This is silly. And this is one of those times where if it was sports, we'd say those are video game numbers.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is a video game. He is going absolutely ballistic.
Exactly. Now we're moving into a map 3 invasion. We're going to cut it to a short break here, and we'll be right back.
I can see again.
And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. Before we get into the map number 3, just want to take a quick second. Shout out some of our sponsors here, Flynn. Who we got first?
All right, starting off first, we got Temper GG. Temper Esports is a gaming organization founded in 2022. Their goal is to push and produce top talent in the amateur scene with hopes of pushing players to professional teams. Shout out Temper GG.
Shout out those guys, man. They are here. They're playing in this tournament, looking to make things go their way as well. And, you know, we'll see if we can see them later. And we're just about getting loaded into the map number 3, Invasion Control. And honestly, I've watched a lot of this FaZe Black team play this map in mode specifically. And if you're Resurrection, you gotta make sure to get the get back. That first blood's a nice way to start.
Definitely a nice way to start. And usually you see teams try to just bleed this point, get some kills in while you're getting B, but they're just stacking this. They want all the time in the world to be able to get this A point. And it looks like they're going to get it. FaZe is kind of trying to collapse on it, but the gunfights are just going the way of Resurrection, and this B point is captured.
That's a great initial hit at a Resurrection. You get the first blood, you get a few kills to follow, you stack the hill. That's about as textbook as it could get, but now here comes the difficult part. Getting across this map against FaZe over to the A site, and the trades are just all the way through. And Courage able to pick up his buddy there. One player left to deal with down there, just trying to get the kill top blue. Will the chow be true? Oh, a little bit of shaky shots. Good win there out of Stallion, and you know, that's a good kill trying to make their way, but they still got a lot of map to deal with.
Definitely got a lot of map to deal with. They're trying to flank their way around to gas. You got number 8 kind of watching this. He's gonna find one, I think. And now they have gas control. This is where the pinch is gonna start. They got base control. Oh, Derek just gets his way out of that somehow, some way. And now the map resets.
Good set of trades there to come out on top if you're FaZe, dealing with this pressure the best that you can. Jaden able to find one. Encourage though with Johnny picking up 2 on that other side, and you're getting a couple kills here and there if you're Resurrection, but not really able to chain anything and get really to the A site. You haven't touched it.
Sign of good news for Resurrection is I can hear Nick Mansions getting very loud. Like to see that, but with that said, you still have FaZe over on A. They got full control of this. And it's not looking good in terms of Resurrection.
No, you gotta find a kill. Reverse, that would have been a huge one to get, but Confid is gonna deal with him, and he has been one of these kids that has just been frying through these first few maps. And FaZe, they just got the clamps on this one. You'll find a few kills if you're Resurrection on the way over, but ultimately not able to get far enough when the trades go down. And like I said, there you find one, but the spawn is right next door. It's so hard to try to do anything. Confident Courage able to pick up a couple. Wallbang's not going to go through, and Courage picks up a 2-piece as well, and that's going to be a clean 4 dead, less than 20 seconds. I don't even know if they'll make it.
That's just kind of the story of Invasion, man. You get them killed in their spawn, they just spawn up right next to you. So it's just a game of luck and a game of winning a lot of gunfights. FaZe are just great at winning gunfights. So they're going to hold down this A point, and we're going to go 1-0 FaZe.
Taking the lead in the control with a 2-0 lead in the series as well. Pretty clinical defensive round there out of FaZe. They let the B site go early, but they lock down on the A site. Don't give up a single tick. So that's only 3 at home if you're counting ticks and wonder where round 5 is go. Oh, I don't know if we'll make it there, but anyway, here we go. Round number 2, and now we see FaZe on the offensive side. Looking to do a little bit better than Resurrection did on that offense, but still, if you can get the defensive win here, if you're Resurrection, you're right back in this thing.
Yeah, you're right back in this thing if you can take a defense. You just don't want to allow any ticks over here on A, but you got FaZe. They're pushing right for this. And they're going to get on here. You're going to get one down, Derek. Courage going to find himself one. But he's still on the A point. He's going to win this gunfight.
Ooh.
Oh, and he does. So that's going to reset the map once again. They're probably going to try to go over towards B and get some ticks. But if you're 3, you might catch a few guys trying to push up here. Marco's going to get tagged up. Going to get pushed back. FaZe going to get on the site.
Onto the hill now, Derek able to pick up the opener, and that's a good nade out of Jaden. Nice little popcorn action here for you, and that'll take care of 2 players. Jaden gonna push up, get that 3rd. 1 player left to deal with in top broken. Will the timing go his way? Shot with the Renetti, not gonna follow through. Confid. This Renetti's just a little bit better there. Still though, if you're Resurrection, you're doing a decent job. They've had some pressure on B, but no ticks yet.
Yeah, if you're Resurrection, you like where you are right now. You got a whole lot of... He's going for some spawn kills here. Marco's up in their base. FaZe is all stuck back palace. This might be the end of the round right now.
If that spawn track comes through, it could be deadly for FaZe and Courage, though. A big kill just to allow his team to get out of that spot. And now push up the A Street, shots onto Jaden. Not able to take him down. He's going to fall. Marco is going to take care of him. Trades galore. Johnny finds one as well on the other side. But less than 20 seconds left. You need to hit a hill.
You need to hit a hill, and if you're Resurrection, you kind of like what they're doing now. They're just kind of sprinting towards A. They only have 10 seconds here. And you got Marco still on point. You got no one over towards B, so they have to go A here. They might not have time. Marco, the big one, is going to find it. He still has 2 more players to deal with before this round is over. And wow, Resurrection, big map win. Not a single tick was taken there.
Yeah, and that's going to be huge for you. We talked about the round 5, thinking maybe we might not get there, but Resurrection, they answered right back on that defense and locked it down completely, not allowing a single tick out of FaZe. You'll take that every time.
Maybe a mental mistake out of FaZe there, not sending one over towards B. But who knows? We'll see if that plays on later in round 5. And now you got FaZe on D. They did it once. They could probably do it again. Let's see what happens.
Trying to lock down this defense, send themselves to series point, looking for the 3-0. On the defense where they were so successful last time, you're seeing that initial B push out of Resurrection yet again. Johnny is able to find one, at least get him off the hill, let his teammates get there. Reverts, able to find one onto Derek. No pressure on the hill yet, but you need to work some of those kills, and that's a good gunfight win, and that could be the couple of kills they needed, but FaZe collapses right on through, able to win the trades, but Jaden with a huge 2-piece, and that's a big one.
Listen, I could hear the guys getting fired up in the background. I'm pretty excited. Reverts with another. Jaden with one. They're going to get this B point done pretty quick here. And now the question is can you work A?
That is the biggest question in Invasion. Can you get the A site? B, you got 2 ticks down, but it's not all set yet. You got FaZe trying to make maybe one last push, but that is going to do it for that B site. But hey, you talked about it. It's so difficult, and FaZe, yet again, has all the map control.
FaZe has all the map control. But if you're Resurrection, you could probably hit around to this back B site here. You're going to find some trades. And it's just kind of like a split map right now, just trying to find some kills. And it's a little bit of a trade fest going on.
Yeah, all over the map. Encourage and Johnny are able to find two, and then you have a player, that's Johnny. Such a difficult position on that back bridge, such a nuisance. He doesn't get the kill, but what he does is takes the focus away from his teammates and picks up one, but Johnny finds the second there. So now you're fully pinned back in your spawn. The only player to make a play could be Stallion if he's able to find one in the back, but it looks like he's been spotted by Derek.
You know, this doesn't look great, but if you're Resurrection, you're going to go into this round 4 with the advantage on ticks. And they did all they needed to do on this round in order to go to a map 5D. So, good stuff for them. They are working A still, and Encourage can find himself too to close that out.
Yeah, and that'll shut that one down. Door in the face. 43 seconds left. You still got time. 15 lives. But the issue is you haven't been winning the gunfights. FaZe has just been keeping you mostly back in that spawn. Rebirth is able to find one. Mansions as well.
Oh.
Marco with the big gunfight win there. And that could be the break to get onto A.
They're on the point. You got a guy in their mannequin. They're 3 off spawn gas. One is behind him. He's going to pick up 1. He's going to find 2. And this is going to start to get interesting here. It's a big gunfight. It's 1v1 for time.
Ooh, Jaden not able to get that kill. The contest comes through. Gonna stay back, hit the regen, and is able to do the work with the Renetti. Slides on through, gets a teammate, but the pinch comes through. Derek will find them both. That'll clean up the A site, and Reverb just trying to do a little bit of cleanup, but now less than 15 seconds for you to try to cap.
Less than 15 seconds. You got 9 lives to 6. You got 6 seconds left. And it looks like it's going to close out here with 3 ticks.
And, you know, you do get 3 ticks. That's 6 total. The phase is 0. So, you know, if you're able to win this defense, at least you have that going for you. But if you're phase, this offense becomes so important, or defense, rather. You got to hope you hold on.
Theoretically, you got to hold them to 0 ticks, which is almost impossible. I mean, we saw Resurrection do it, but hold on to every single point here is kind of tough. So we'll see what happens. Heading into round number 4. I think we're going to go to a map 5 or round 5 here.
Hey, listen, you hope so. If you're Resurrection, you got to get a map win, or else this series is all over for you. And the A hit out of phase is in, and that's a first blood out of Encourage. Confid just waiting for the chow in this cafe area. Spots one, not able to get reverts there, but Derek is able to find one. Encouraging Confid, and now all of a sudden reverts is the last one over there, and that's almost 2 ticks done on A.
Almost 2 ticks done, man. Get A here. You like your position over on B. You already got Encourage going over towards B.
Oh,
You're probably going to get it. You at least got the 2 ticks on A. And this is good for FaZe right now. They're doing great stuff right now.
Johnny was the last player there. He does fall, not able to clutch that A point, but you do get 2 picks. And we talked about that being important, especially being down 6. And if you want to close this thing out in round 4, you got to get them both. Confident, able to find a 2-piece, make it a 3, Encourage with the 4th. Now if you can stack this hill and deal with the B point, that could be it. And you also have Encourage making a play for it.
He's already over on A. This is a big gunfight. He's going to get taken down. So you like what you did there with your phase. Probably going to get this B point. Oh, wow.
Ooh.
We're going to get taken down here. But, you know, it's still going to be a rough A hit. I mean, if you can get on to A, you only need 1 tick.
Oh yeah, I mean, you only need 1, and B is all gone, and you have a live advantage as well. And it's not a slim one. It's 6 lives. That's so tough to deal with. Stallion able to drill into that just a little bit. Johnny is going to go down. Derek takes a couple of shots and gets stuck. What a pass there out of Mansions. Well, I mean, my God, sign him up for the lead, but Encourage, he's going to get a 3-piece. Maybe he should get signed up for a different way.
Oh, he's still going. He's going to get 3 in total. And you're on the A point now for FaZe, and this is not looking good.
No, it's not looking good at all. If you're Resurrection, you gotta revive right here. 1 player left, and it's just gonna be too late. And a 3-1 in the control, a 3-1 in the series. FaZe Black, I mean, did they even break a sweat?
I don't think so. And for them, they're going on to winners finals, I believe.
Yeah, punch the ticket.
Yeah, they're going right along. It's kind of what we expected here. But GG's to Resurrection.
Yeah.
We'll see him in losers still. Still got a shot. Maybe they'll catch themselves back in grand finals.
Yeah, and that's the good news. If you're Resurrection, you do have that losers run to make. So you got some game to look at. Maybe you hit the VOD just a little bit, hit a regain phase. They're a good team. There's a lot to learn from when you go against them. Just watch the VOD, get better, learn something. But before we go anywhere, appreciate chat hanging out with us. It's Shake, it's Flinny. We're locked in here at the ETG LAN. Don't go anywhere. We got another match coming for you after the break.
I can see again.
And ladies and gentlemen, welcome on back. ETG EZone LAN here in beautiful Wappinger Falls, New York. We got Shake and Flinny headed into our winners finals. But before we get to that, I think we got a second here to talk about one of our sponsors.
Let's do it. We're going to be talking about Paradox Customs. Paradox Custom is one of the leaders in the PC industry. They are your number one stop for all your PC needs. Use code EZone at brparadox.com for your discount right now.
There you go. Paradox, one of the best PC companies in the world. I'll tell you what, you can always rely on them. Winners finals here, Flinny. We got Laura Gaming versus FaZe Black X LO6. Bang out series, honestly, I think one most people here today we're looking forward to. Why don't you talk to me just a little bit about what we got?
Well, we got FaZe Black and we got Gunless on the other side. It's gonna be a match, man. It's ever since I saw these rosters come on out, a match I've been looking forward to. Speaking on the series, we got a Karachi Hardpoint, Invasion Church, Invasion Control, Rio HP, and a Karachi S&D. So we got a little bit of a mix fest going on here.
Oh boy, do these two teams want to square up. Karachi Hardpoint, not one we see all that often, but I'm pretty excited about it. These rotations are going to be interesting. Who can play the long game better? I think we both kind of expect these teams to come out gunning, and it's going to be about the mentals. Who plays the rotations better? Who makes the better decisions? Should we push? Should we split? What do we do? It's going to be those micro decisions that'll shine through in this series, I think. And if I'm going to make you predict here, Flynn, first one of the day, who you got winning the series?
If I'm going to make a prediction, I'm going FaZe Black.
Okay, I like that. I like that out of you.
Take the young guns.
Okay, the young guy's going to step up and get him. I think I got to agree with you a little bit here. FaZe Black, I think we might get a 5-bagger here. I think we might be going 5 maps the distance. I think FaZe Black takes it in the S&D, sends Loris to the losers round, and let them roll out. And, you know, we're just talking about this series here. We talked about the map number 1. Let's talk about the map number 2. Invasion S&D. We haven't seen that yet today. It's a map that's tried and true. A pretty fun one to play S&D. What do you look for there?
A lot of mind games. I mean, you could see all the crosses, and you could do a lot of things with those crosses. You could bait somebody into that. You could say, fuck it, we're going to 4-hit it, and we're just going to trowel you. It's an interesting map. There's a lot of space to get out or get in. Stay hidden. It's gonna be a map.
Invasion S&D is one I like to watch as well. Don't get caught back in your spawn on offense. Things get real difficult trying to make it up through that B Street or even push through Cafe. If you allow teams to get set up, you get SMGs playing in that old P1 Cafe area, lining down by mid-tank. You got to worry about Dark on that push. Broke in that tank heady back there by the bomb site, so difficult. There's just so many things you have to worry about in that map number 2. That's going to be a bang out in its own right. And then you head to map number 3, which we're not going too far. It's Invasion yet again.
Yeah.
And we saw FaZe play that one in our first series on stream here. And it was a clean 3-1. I think they're going to have to do a little bit more work to take that map from a team like Gunless and Co. in, their Lord Gaming. But it's interesting. We see a lot of late second heroics in the Invasion. We're looking to do more of that. So offensively, we talk about that A-hit. You think that's going to be a key to success for them?
The A-hit is one of the most tough hits to do in Control we've ever seen in Call of Duty. So you might see a surprise attack where right off the rip they go right to A. You might see them hop on B, just leave one person there, try and drain some lives. It's real tough to get on that A point. I don't think we'll see an offensive win, but if we do, listen, man, I'd love to see it.
I'd love to see it too, and that A hit is so difficult. That's why we talk about when we saw that early A hit. That's something we like to see because you think about logistically speaking, you don't have trophies. You might as well just throw your equipment, try to get a nade, maybe at least stump somebody, get somebody weak, get the easy trade out through there and hit. But the defenses early have been pretty keen on that early A hit, then locking it up, so it's difficult either way.
It's definitely difficult either way. We're trying to get this lobby set up, get into the first map here. Bear with us. We're going to get through it.
Yeah, I think, while we get it set up here, don't go too far. Yeah, go to the bathroom if you gotta, but before long, we'll be back with winners finals.
I can see again.
All right, guys, we're back live. We're just switching in now, just getting into the mix.
Here we go. Map number 1, Lore Gaming versus FaZe Black, LO6. Early time does go the way of Lore, but FaZe is able to get a couple of kills to try to contest the hill. But Lore Gaming just taking control in the mentions 0-4. Find up a couple, making their way towards this P2. P1's pretty much just about dead at this point. And listen, FaZe, if you're at P2, you'll take that chunk of time at P1.
Oh, okay. So we're still keep going here. They got full control of P2. FaZe does. You got Lore Gaming spawning out junk. You got a guy. You got bottom ticket. You got a guy up top red. They got plenty of control here to lock in some time. It's gonna be a terrible time here. It's gonna miss 2. We'll pick up 1. So we'll take the 1.
Are able to find one there if you're confident. 0-4 picks up a double on the backside. Still FaZe Hill at the moment, but those 3 dead is going to be the break there for Lore Gaming. Now FaZe on the back foot, looking like they tried to push it this one more time, and that's 0-4 cutting down Confid, who was able to pick up 1. On to Craze, gunless now on the hill, trying to pick up another one, and the beams are in. Encourage and Derek able to find a few there to break in just to get this scrap on the last of this hill. But rotations for Lore, they're already in.
If you're Lore there, you're pretty happy that you got a break in there. They didn't get all that free time, and now you still got the rotation here, and you're pushed out a little bit. Pull some map control. Courage is going to take down gunless, but still you're still on point here. You got some angles to hold. You're looking good for Lore.
Set up exactly kind of how you want. Encourage able to find one. 0-4 is able to find one on the other side. Confid picking up dimensions, and the break could be in here for FaZe. 1 player left in the back to deal with that is 0-4. Gunless able to find one onto Johnny. 0-4 gets out with his life. Craze finds 1, make it 2. Derek does find one onto 0-4, but Lore Gaming is locking down this P3.
Locking down this P3. As we say that, FaZe is going to find their way back in there. 0-4 going to the challenge, find it. Courage, Craze, just trades on trades for this last 10 seconds before P4. P4, just absolute mix fest.
Hard to get any real chunk of time on this one. And if you're able to lock down 20 plus seconds here, that's a W, and that's a gunny win. Johnny and Derek combining for a couple of Craze. Able to find Derek on the trade. Can't quite find the second there on to Confid. The chow is going to come through. Confid ready, waiting. Dimensions finds one onto Johnny on the backside. Still so mixy. Nobody really able to get any large chunk of time. But Lore Gaming does extend this lead to just about 30 seconds here in FaZe. If you're able to keep this thing white, that's good for you.
Yeah, as we say that, Lord, this does pick up about 10 seconds, 15 seconds there. They're maintaining control of the hill. Any white time or blue time is great for them. They do got P5 preferred spawns here for junk. FaZe is probably going to lock down this last 20 before the roto here.
Able to just dig back into this thing a little bit. Not able to grab the lead, but they'll be darn close here, gentlemen, as they make their way. You mentioned it, towards P5 junk. You see the setup here already out of Lore, just trying to get the kills. Confid finds one, but Craze and 0-4 are going to combine for 2. Confid with one onto Dimensions as well, but 0-4 with the nade, with the gun, he'll do them both. Encourage picks up a 2-piece, but it just trades back and forth, and the close spawns coming to the benefit of Lore Gaming. Not a lot of time you'll take that for FaZe.
Time being held by a lot either side here. Got to mention he's going to pick up 2 sketchily, but he does it. He's going to hold up top And Lore's going to remain in control of this hill for a little bit longer here. FaZe's going to try and push straight down mid and hit a flank here. Got 2-2 split coming from red and back mid. Lore's ready for it.
Lore was definitely ready for it. A couple of kills go down for FaZe, but still not able to get enough to get a good chunk of this hill time. Oh, my goodness. Go crazy, why don't you, kid? A massive two-piece onto the 3 now, and almost a 40-point lead through the first set of rotations as the first hill's about to go.
That's about as close as we can get for the first set of rotations here. FaZe on new. They're going to hold down. It's time. If you're Lore, you have P2 control. And not much else is going for you. Just trade back and forth. Derek's going to find one from top third. He's going to fly in here, I'm assuming. Oh, all right. Just stay up.
Just back on up player life a little bit. You talk about that P2 side, making sure to hold it down. Right now, Lore Gaming is in control of that, trying to get it back from them. And the push there out of FaZe. A few dead, able to get that chunk of hill time. And you got Confid already working towards that P2. He's going to get dealt with by Craze. And this map is just absolutely being controlled by Lore right now.
Absolutely, but as we say that, FaZe actually flips out, and now they're going to have P2 control. We'll see who wins the gunfights on new to really control this new time. But you see 4 just spawns in the back. These spawns are just absolutely horrid sometimes. Not much you can do about it. 0-4 with another big win. He has been going crazy with 1s and 2s pieces. And FaZe on new.
You got to stay alive, though. If you're Johnny, you're the last ray of sunshine on this hill. Your teammates are trying to come in and help you as best they can. Encourage finds a 2-piece. That's going to be huge. Another player here. Encourage finds him as well. Derek gonna pick up the 4th, and this is the hold that FaZe needed to get back into this one. And that is the last kill that they needed. The scrap should just about go to their side, and you got Lore Gaming already trying to rotate to P3.
Yeah, they're getting out of P3. Your FaZe, you get a lot of time there. You're going to take back the lead, excuse me. And they even got a guy over towards rotation who's going to get taken care of. But, listen, that's a lot of great time there. And you got 10 seconds to try to get your way out of there. Heading over towards P3.
P2, the first chunk of time we've really seen FaZe get. That was probably the best hold that they've had. Need to get a break here. Try to enter and break this one so that they're not able to get to that 200-point mark. And that 2 kills there. That's a good opener, and that is going to force that player on hill to just back on up and play his life right into the hands of Johnny. Over there in Junk, 0-4 able to get that trade, but a clean break comes through for FaZe Black.
Yeah, they want to clean 4 dead there, and FaZe going to get control of this hard point. Confidence with some nice shots down mid. And now you're looking to clean the rest of the 30. Oh my god, Gunless gets fried. Dimension's going to pick up one in the back. Just trades on trades. And Lore are going to look to grab the rest of this 20 and get out as well. They're already out mid.
Able to fight back into that one, just get as much time as they could, and my goodness, you can't let that happen to you with an MCW, and I mean, my god, you'll push hold there if you're FaZe, you're feeling yourself a little bit right now. Big gunfight win there at a Craze. Gunless able to find one as well. Confid finding one on the 0-4, but Gunless picking up another one, just trying to push FaZe off ever so slightly. With this slight lead, you're okay with a little bit of white time, but Craze able to hop on the hill just for a second, and 2 come through for FaZe, and the 3rd follows suit.
This hill is absolute garbage. But we're on new. You got FaZe in the back. They're going to be soaking in this time. You got Lore coming through mid, top 3rd, and there was one over by bridge. You're just looking for a break. Maybe get some white time before a rotation over to P5. Oh my god. Oh, that's disgusting.
Turning and burning. Confid, he fried in our first series, looking to do more of the same. Knows a tall task at hand. Good gunfight win. Gunless able to trade him out, though. Now we make our way towards P5. 0-4 just trying to be a nuisance. Able to pick one up on Johnny. Confid trades him out, though. This pressure here and the control for this P5 going the way of FaZe initially. Dimensions wins a big gunfight. Just going to try to play his life. Gonna find the death there. 0-4 in Craze. Clean it up, and 1 player left out of the side of FaZe to deal with this one. 0-4. No, can't quite find that one. but still no hold there out of either team. FaZe touching a toe, but Lore Gaming, they're not too far.
They're not too far out of this. But if you're FaZe, you got 30 seconds left. They're spawning out towards P2. You can get out to mid, like number 8 is doing here. And you like what you see. With that said, Lore fights right back in, just trades on trades. And we got 15 seconds to new. And it's going to look like it's going to come down to the wire.
These teams are absolutely battling. We haven't seen anything greater than I think maybe a 30, maybe 40-point lead at one point. These teams are trading blows like two of the best heavyweight fighters in the world right now. Only 6 points separating as the first set of rotations get set, and it's 200 to 197. FaZe on the P1, but a couple of kills go through, and Lore Gaming able to find 3, get the break, encourage the last one up.
You get the break, and you're probably going to reclaim the lead here. If you're 0-4, you're having yourself a great map. He's going to try and close out this game here. Got encouraged, just trying to pull a guy off AC. It's not going to go well for him. But FaZe going to look to reclaim their time through top third. It's not going well for him, though.
No, encouraged with the beam, is able to take one out on top third, but pinstripes through the kill feed. Not really going to go the way of FaZe, able to lock down time if you are Lore Gaming, pushing that lead over 20 seconds now. P2 is just about locked up here. You got Confid and you got Johnny just waiting in the diner for their food, but Dimensions trying to ruin things. And I mean, Lore Gaming, just when you think that the setup could come through, they get a couple of kills, then they can mess things up.
Lock in for this last fill here. You got Johnny going to take down one. Graze with another. Now it's a 2v3 here for Hill. Oh my god, Graze with one. He's going to find himself a streak too. Now he's got control of this back hop up. Going to find another. And they have control of Hill. This might be the end right here.
And that contest came through for a second, but is it going to be too little, too late? And yes, it is. Lore Gaming plays the long game just long enough, able to get the map number 1 secured. And, you know, it wasn't easy, but they did the job.
They did do the job. You know, they kind of had control of it throughout the whole game. Just 10-point lead there, 15-point lead. But they close it out on P2. And we're going to be heading into a map to, I don't remember the map set.
I think if I lock it in
was
here,
invasion.
yes, we got an invasion. We got a double shot of it coming up.
56,000 damage. Almost towards 6K. That guy was frying.
That is absolutely silly. Almost 6K damage is almost unheard of. And you talked about that map number 2 invasion S&D coming up. And if you're Lore, you got to feel good headed into that.
Oh, you got to feel great. And if you're FaZe, I mean, you still feel pretty good.
Yeah.
You only lost by 24 points. You got a best of 5 coming up. You're in winners finals. Listen, man, you got a second chance at it no matter what happens. So, you know, I could see this being the grand finals matchup.
Honestly, I think a lot of people here are hoping for that. Chat maybe as well, but there's definitely a few other teams here today that want to change that narrative, change that script. We got it earlier. That's what it says, and it's up to the other teams to try to change that, okay? But we're just going to take a quick break while we set up map number 2. Don't go anywhere.
I can see again.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It's the ETG EZone LAN here in New York. This is Winners Finals, map number 2, Lore Gaming with the 1-0 lead. It's Shake, it's Flinny, it's Invasion S&D.
It's time for fun.
Let's get after it here. And we talk about not getting stuck in the back on offense. 0-4, able to get that opening blood. On to encourage now. Craze trying to hunt, maybe find another player. Not successful so far, but this defensive setup here out of Lore, almost perfect.
Almost perfect. And if you look at the mini-map, FaZe is just stuck in this little lower quadrant on the map. They have no map control. Lore Gaming has literally every cross. They are stuck.
Not a great position to be in, but if you're able to find a pick, things can open up ever so slightly. Johnny still in spawn, hasn't really moved, just laying down there, seeing if he can catch the flanker. Dimensions might be on that play, but not quite yet. We got some players just waiting, seeing what happens. The bomb is going to be able to make some room up towards this B Street. Confident doesn't get the timing he does on the Craze, who's going to fall. The shots through ice cream. Not going to land. Johnny does find one, however, and now you're at a man advantage. Couldn't find yourselves up too, but Gunless is going to find that gunfight. Confident. Oh my God. Compton clutches.
What in the hell was that? That was crazy.
He had no idea what he was.
He had no idea.
Gunless was lost, and then all of a sudden his teammate was dead. Said, "Oh shit, I got to turn around. Sorry for cussing, brother, but I'll tell you what, that was clean out of Confid."
I just don't understand how they got out of that trap. I mean, good thing for Convid, he pick up 3-piece and just save his team's ass. But we're right back into it. Lore Gaming on offense. You got FaZe Black. They're looking to take a nice little clean setup here. Lore going to take the bomb over towards B. And again, they're trapping each other. Like right in this corner. Eric's going to find himself one. Going to get traded out. Johnny's going to get another trade. It's just a trade fest over there on the B site. And now it's down to a 2v2, Convid and Encourage versus Dimensions and Gunless.
Perfect trades there out of FaZe. You saw one player get a kill. That name would fall almost instantaneously. And that's how you're going to want to play this invasion defense. If you play your trades effectively, things get a lot easier. If you're in a 3v2 situation, if you're FaZe, this can be so difficult that all of a sudden now, Gunless, the man of the moment, has to go huge in the 1v2. A couple of shots into him already. He's got to make the wrap.
He got out, and he's hitting this wrap like really fast. He might get the timing here. Gonna hit an ice cream. I think one knows now. I think Encourage knows. He's looking at this. What is Gunless gonna find? He knows he's there.
Oh!
Good try, good try.
Thought Gunless might have been able to win that gunfight, but no, not able to. FaZe Black now 2-0 lead in this map. And I mean, after that map number 1, this is exactly how you want to come out firing in map 2.
Yeah, exactly. You want to come out with a fast start. Nice little 2-0 lead for FaZe. And rebuild some confidence heading into the series. Now, they're back on offense. Confid also. He's 2 off a streak. Hasn't been taken down just yet. He's shooting absolute laser beams.
Confid is clicking, being anything but confidential right now. He'll throw his name right in your face. Doesn't care a bit about it. And you're seeing a little bit more pace here out of FaZe as they try to work up their B Street. That clutch was nice, but you can't rely on that every time. You got to get the first blood and try to find this pick.
Yeah, you do. And you still got a minute left to work the way up to B. You got number 6. Is that 04 over an old P3. Just kind of watching this crossover by Treehouse. They kind of have everything in lockdown, just waiting for FaZe to make a move.
And yeah, there it is. They waited, and the patience pays off. Gunless finding that first blood. The chat Confid can't quite find that kill onto him. Gonna have to back on up, reassess the situation. Know you're a man down. I guess the good news is 04 is basically out in Narnia at this moment. And Confid, he's gonna end up getting that pick. That could be huge.
Confid's up to 5-0 now. Needs one more for a streak. You have 04 sitting here in blue. He might get a free one. Oh, that shoulder's perfect. He's going to find the streak anyway. Down to a 1v2.
No.
Can't find it.
No, but he is able to pick up that cruise missile, which can be influential later on in this one. Lore Gaming able to bounce back, clutch up on the defense, get around in their back pocket, and that's exactly what you needed to do. You can't let these kids get hot and start to run away from you, because when the confidence goes towards the side of FaZe Black, things can get kind of ugly, so good job there, minimizing the damage. You get one back for yourself.
FaZe take the map loss or the round loss there, but you still got a streak out of it. So if you're FaZe, you're feeling comfortable, you're on defense. Let's see what Lord tries to do here with the bomb. So far, it's just been default Bs, and it looks to be the same.
Default B hit. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Trying to get another opening blood here as they make their way. This pacing is perfect to FaZe in the places they need to be. You got one in construction, one laying down in dark. Such a nuisance setup. And now Encourage, he's going to get that information. Just back on up, play for this wrap. Hopefully Derek can find the first blood. He is not able to. Encourage lays down a couple shots, not able to find anything, and that's a good advantage for Lore.
Good advantage for Lore. Probably gonna get the bomb down here. They have ice cream control and Purge. Looking to find one. Gonna tag him up, can't get him. But now it's down to a 3v4. You need a full retake out of FaZe. And this is gonna be real tough.
Full retake indeed, but they have the numbers pushing through ice cream, but unfortunately, this is just such a tough position to try to chow out of. Everybody knows where you are, that door is open, but now you allow your teammates to kind of work through that street and maybe find a pick, but the discipline out of Lord, throwing shoulders, not chowing out too far, and that's going to be the clean 3 dead they needed. Lord game right back in this thing, 2-2.
That was a perfect round out of them. They got a pick to get the bomb down, and they just hold their irons. Worked out for them. Now it's 2-2. Impressive round.
Good round. They needed it, definitely. If you go down 3-1, not a great position. 2-2, exactly where you want to be. All of a sudden now, it's a best of 7, right? You only need 4 more rounds. This thing has dwindled down quite a little bit. And on defense, Lord looking to get a lead in this one, but FaZe, let's see if they try to switch up the offensive attack here. It's been a little slow to get out of the base.
He almost gets picked off there from that mid chow. Probably happy that he got away with his life. Oh no, Gunless and Prey is going to get 2. Now it's down to a 2v4 for Encourage and Confid. Let's see if they can make it even here. Yeah, 0-4, top blue. He's getting a little risky. He's going to get another one. Now it's all down to Encourage. He can find one. 1v3 now.
1v3, a minute on the clock. He does have the bomb in hand, but that is a lot of work to do. In Lore Gaming, they get the early 2 kills, and they never look back in this one, grabbing the lead 3-2 in the S&D, and that round was perfect out of them.
That round was perfect, and those shots are perfect. He didn't miss a single bullet. Up to 17,000 damage already in 5 rounds, and we still got another few to go. Lore back on the offensive side here. They played it well on B. Let's see if they can do it again.
Trying to get an offensive win, chain a little bit of magic here together, extend this thing to 4-2 FaZe. Just trying to even it up at 3 apiece. Defensive hit. Don't gotta go crazy. I like that chow into Cafe there at a confid just to get some mid-map pressure. Can't quite find anybody. Doesn't go his way. Try as he might. Lore Gaming not giving an inch, a little bit of a slow push. This could end up in FaZe's favor. Confid the shots, can't quite find anybody, and I like the discipline out of Lore.
Yeah, they're just kind of holding irons, waiting for FaZe to make a mistake. But FaZe, on the other hand, are doing the same thing, and Johnny's going to find one. And now it's down to a 3v4. You got bomb down at dark. 0-4 is going to call him out. He gets 2 dead, and this is getting real interesting here. 0-4, can he get out with his life?
Ooh.
He can. Good movement.
Able to get out with his life there. Didn't think it was quite going to happen. Dimensions, and oh my god. A masterclass coming through for Lore Gaming, and they are on a roll right now. 2 rounds away from taking this map and taking a 2-0 lead in the series. FaZe, you got to start coming back now.
You definitely got to start coming back, especially already being down 0-1 in map count. I'm starting not to like my series pick, but we're going to head into another round here. FaZe on the offensive side. Lore's been great on defense. They've really been picking them apart, playing really disciplined. Excuse me. So we'll see what they can do here.
Trying to clutch up here. The more rounds they can get, the bigger cushion they have, the better this thing will be. If you let FaZe hang around and keep it mixy, weird things can start to happen. You want to let your veteran presence shine through if you're gunless and go. But Derek and Johnny said, we're here, we're ready to roll. Derek with another one in the round, and all of a sudden, it's a 1v3 for Dimensions.
Yeah, they said pretty much, screw it, let's challenge. And that's what they did. Dimension's going to get one back. The Confid's going to get another. And they're going to get a round back. It's going to be 3-4 in favor of Lore Gaming. But if you're FaZe, that's a great round.
TCB, simple, taking care of business. You do what you got to do. You get the man advantage. You don't let go. Player trades effectively. One player falls, doesn't matter. Confid's there. He's got your 6, good buddy. You don't got to worry about it. And now FaZe getting a very important round. If you go down 5-2, things get a little desperate, and you probably change your play style ever so slightly. So now you get yourself back into this. You're not in a desperate position.
Now, if you're Lore, they're going to take it back over towards B once again. This time, FaZe is going to have a 2-stack over towards B. And they're going to have 2 mid. So they're a little bit more spread out. Dunless almost gets picked off from top broken. Courage is just disgusting. Doesn't miss bullets at all. And if you're Derek, you're pushed up top. Broken's gonna get taken down. At least you still have one more on B. You got 04 is gonna get in a square. Dunless is gonna get taken down. So now it's a 3v3. But they do have B bomb control.
Johnny had that big kill. The flank came through for FaZe once they got that information on the first blood. Johnny in the lead gets traded by Praise. Good kill there. Just trying to play his life a little bit. Play this back tracker. Such a difficult position to deal with, and you got a teammate. But that bomb is still not down yet. If you're FaZe, you're playing this all right. Just making sure to keep that clock a factor. Maybe get a pick. Encourage. Couple of shots. Not able to find the planter. The bomb is going to go down.
But now you're stuck on B. You gotta try to get out. You can't. Now it's down to a 1v1.
Oh!
That was 2 pumps. It's 2 pumps.
Yeah, like, I'll give you the yellow card on that one. That's a warning. You're not thrown out for a red, but we got our eye on you. Dimensions, either way, you got the clutch. Maybe not 2 pumps. It looked like a, crouch and maybe a snake there.
There's a crowd. Maybe a snake, maybe a pump. Who knows?
Semantics, chat. We don't got to worry about it either way. And Dimensions does clutch up, sends his team to that point and looking for a serious point as well to go up 2-0 in this one. Being winners finals, a 2-0 leads command.
It really is, and especially in the grand finals, it's hard to come back from that. With that said, Johnny's going to find himself one. They have a real spread here. Derek's going to get picked off once again. Unfortunate for him, but now it's a 3v3.
3v3 now. Craze laying down at the A bomb site, but it looks like FaZe said, hey, let's go B, boys. The street looks somewhat open, but still, you don't have the numbers to try to make a push. Johnny and Encourage, they're trapped in Mannequin. They can't do a thing over there, and this is kind of what you want if you're Lore Gaming. Yeah, maybe a little bit broken of a setup, but FaZe's is a little worse.
Yeah, exactly, and if you're Lore, you could just sit on your hands and knees here, just kind of wait it out like they do, and they get Crazy in 04 with 1. And now it's down to Confid to pick up a 1v2 for their S&D lives right now. Looks like they're going to give up B point.
It's just poor Confid has no idea this B bomb site is wide open. I mean, he could literally walk there from the beginning of when this 1v2 went down. He would have had a free plant, but now he's chowing, and boy, does he pay for it. I mean, I get it. You don't know that no one's on the B site, but you got to make a play, right? I mean, you are good at the game. You have a hot gunny. You got to trust yourself a little.
Yeah, you might have waited a little bit too long there. But what can you do? He doesn't see what we could see. But hey, Lore Gaming up 2-0, and they're going to be heading into an invasion control up next. With that said, I believe we're going to take a break.
I can see again.
And welcome back. Here we go. The map number 3, all deciding, or it could be, if you're Lore, you want to lock this one down. If you're FaZe, you want to come out alive, but the trades are going in favor of Lore. Confid, though, that gunny has been so hot all day, and you're able to find just a bit of an opening onto that A site.
Yeah, you're on the A site, and you know what? That's good news. FaZe is gonna leave them there to die, but they're over on B. They're gonna try and start to drain some life. So you got 4 pushed up by Treehouse, looking for some 3Bs. You got Encourage on the point, and now they're just gonna stack it. Hopefully, get the rest this time.
Hoping to lock it down. Second tick about halfway done, but the Craze flank comes through. Gunless able to find another Confid. Trades him out, able to hop back onto this point, and that's a big kill added, Johnny, but Dimensions takes care of Confid onto that B site, clearing it off. And they don't get that second tick, so that's decent if you're Lore, but FaZe, they are just gunning.
Luckily, they stabilize there, FaZe does, and doesn't get trapped in their base. They're going to pick up the dark pinch as well, and they're going to get this B point. And they're going to have a whole extra minute to play with. It's 21 to 21 in lives. Dimensions and Gunless are just going to destroy that, however. And it's a fresh map set. Here we go.
just doing what they've been doing the whole time. You'll take the bend, don't break approach on defense and invasion. We talk about the B site, it's a little easier to get anyway, so you're okay with that, especially coming out on top with a slight live advantage out of the side of the lore. And now FaZe a little bit trapped back in their spawn. You're going to need to make a rotation towards the A Street if you're lore and find a couple of these kills. And the mentions get set down. Craze able to find one onto Confid, and that's going to be able to lock this A Street down. But Johnny, the last hope, he gets set down. Good defense out of lore.
Good defense out of lore. And if you're lore, as long as they don't get on A, you're happy with how this round went. They're going to pick up Craze and Calf. Now you got 2 pushed up AS and D. You're working for some map control here. You got 3 Derek. He's probably going to go on a flank through gas. Just looking for any type of pinch. And it's just a whole bunch of trades. 0-4 with another 2. This man just does not miss.
These teams are going at it, and Lore Gaming just seemingly keeps coming out on top of these trade battles. And Gunless, sneaky there under the gun of Derek. Dimensions 0-4 are going to follow with a 2-piece of their own. 30 seconds left. You're trapped back, Palace. You got to get some of these kills and fight your way out. This could be too little too late out of FaZe, and Dimensions just keeps beaming.
If you're FaZe, you might just stay in spawn now and not give up some lives. Towards the end here, you got a 5-life disparity. You got 15 seconds to get out of your spawn. You got Craze up in the spawn. They're finally working their way out, but it's just too little too late. And it's going to go to Lore.
Lore Gaming clutching up on the defense. Going to take the 1-0 lead in the control. The gunny's hot. The mental is on point. Lore seemingly doing whatever they want, not just here in control on hardpoint for the most part, and in S&D as well.
Yeah, they're just doing whatever they please, to be honest with you. And they look really dominant right now. I don't know if there's a team that can hang with them.
It's going to be tough for FaZe, but the good news is it's a best of 5 inside of control. You're only down 1-0. You got a little bit of wiggle room to work with here. And you got the benefit of the defensive side as well, so maybe you can get a round back here. That's certainly the hope anyway. And what we love to see, a hot hit today off the rip.
Here we go. It's going to get hot and heavy real fast here. Derek's going to find 1. You're going to get into the point. If you're Lore, you're going to find 2. This is looking good right now. They're on the point. Here comes the Chow. He knows he's in that corner.
Oh.
Johnny, absolutely all-knowing.
All-knowing, all-powerful being, that is Johnny Craze. Able to find one on Encourage, and that's huge. That opens up that B Street. The rest of FaZe was hanging out towards mid, trying to make that rotate over, but the setup is clean. Craze 0-4, find a couple, Confident Courage, answer with 2 of their own. But meanwhile, that's 2 ticks on B. Confident, one of the last hopes, he's going to get set down as well. And that B point, gone.
Not only is it gone, but now they have 2 minutes and 15 seconds to work over towards A. And the way that Lore's playing right now, they might be able to set up an A hit here. They might be able to get on the point.
Definitely looking like control is something they feel so confident in. We haven't seen many issues, and you'll see flurries where FaZe Black is able to get a 2, even a 3-piece, but all of a sudden, Lore is right there, and now you're seeing trades back and forth. FaZe able to just barely hold on and get enough kills where Lore isn't really able to make a push.
Yeah, no, exactly. They're holding on pretty well right now. You got Craze over here trying to make his way over towards A. But you also got 8 Gunless working all the way back ass, trying to be a little bit sneaky. That's 3 dead. And now you have Gunless in their spawn. You have him off the trap here. If 7 can work his way to the point, this might be it right here.
That could be it. Gunless just trying to hold it down for his team. Couple players on the A site trying to work on it. You got 0-4 in Dimensions locking it down. Few trades go through. Dimensions finds Confid, and 0-4 finds Derek, and that could be it. The stat comes in. They're spawning close. They may have one opportunity to hit this thing, but that point is going. There it goes. See ya. A 2-0 lead in the control for Lore Gaming. Now on to series point, trying to lock in grand final.
Just perfect COD being played right now out of them. Just absolutely disgusting. Hey, maybe they're taking their all their knowledge, their veteranship, and just teaching them a little bit. You know?
I honestly think that's the complete difference because we've seen FaZe be gunning all the time. Like I said, get a 2 or 3 piece here or there, but it's just the mental setups. Like, okay, a couple of guys fall here, but we know exactly where to flood and cut off that push. I'd like to see a little bit more team pushing out of the side of FaZe. I mean, they've been able to do pretty much all they want all day. They're finally getting some fight back.
Yeah, that's exactly what's happening here. And you know what? They still have a chance. They're not out of this yet, but they're on the brink of death. And they're going to stack this point here. They got 3 on it. And it's just going to get mixy here.
In a mixy dimensions, 04 able to pick up a couple, but FaZe still onto this hill. 04 now in the spawn, just being an absolute rat. Picks up a free one. Confid, though, get that information. Tries to chow. Teammate takes care of him. A couple of trades all through the hill. And not bad. You give up 2 ticks if you're lore, but lives are manageable.
He still got Praise here up in the top of Palace, just doing whatever he freaking wants to. And now, if you're FaZe, you got to look for this guy before you can even try to get to a point. And this is just so annoying if you're FaZe right now, not knowing where he could be. This is a big building. He's just getting shots in him in the back all over and over. Dimensions picking up 2 pieces. This round is not looking good.
No, not at all. This is pretty much as bad as it could go if you're FaZe outside of that first push. You got the 2 takes done early, but it has been zip, not a zilch since then. Nice chill there out of Derek, but still praise. He is a menace back in this spawn. Finally gets dealt with by Johnny. But meanwhile, there's only 30 seconds left. You're down 4 lives if you're FaZe, but 1 stack can make a huge difference.
They might get this B point, and you know, we were talking about the round might be over, but the lives are not that disparaging. You got 1 minute and 30 seconds to work this. It's possible.
It's definitely possible. Derek finding an opener, doesn't quite get the second gunless at 04. Combined for a 2-piece. 04 just trying to play his life. No, there's a player in this B street, and Dimensions is going to take care of him. And I mean, my God, Flynn, how many times are we going to say that guy's name?
Maybe a few too many times, but you know what? I know mine. Oh my God! 04 just does not miss. That guy is disgusting. Now FaZe is going to work their way up through mid, trying to get any type of map control they can. Ideally, you're going to want to play the back. 04 is just absolutely disgusting. His pronouns might be him, Himothy.
Yeah, there's no he included in his list of pronouns. It's just him. That is all he has. He is just doing whatever he wants at this point. Lord Gaming trying to put the clamps on this one. That's another one for 04. Confid able to trade him out. But it's just too little, too late for FaZe. He got 30 seconds. You're hardly past that 50-yard mark. You get some momentum there, but Confid, the farthest player up, gets dealt with in lower, sinking their teeth into this one. Looking at a 3-0 in the series and control.
Yeah, there's just this control here has just been controlled by Laura this whole time. And as we round out the end of the map here, shout out to 04. That man is a demon.
I mean, my goodness, 04 doing absolutely whatever it took to get the job done in lower gaming. 3-0 in the control, 3-0 in the series, dominating fashion every map. Didn't look like they worried about anything the entire time. It was almost clinical, and that's how you want to do it in winners finals.
That's exactly how you want to do it. And if you're looking at the spread here for Lower Gaming, all that damage is well distributed, and just perfect team play out of them.
Perfect team play, and we talked about that veteran leadership, the mentals out of Lower Gaming coming through, and I think that was exactly the difference there. FaZe, their gunny was hot. They'd get a 2-3 piece here or there. Ultimately, not in the best position throughout those maps. We're going to talk to a quick break here, but don't go far, chat. We're going to have an interview from one of the players of Lower Gaming coming up right after this.
I can see again.
Perfect.
Hello, everybody. We're back with the ETG EZone $3,000 New York LAN. My name is Reform, and I'm here with a very special guest. Why don't you introduce yourself?
Hello, everybody. My name is 04. First name is Javon, and I'm really happy to be here, man.
Right. So Javon, 04 here, coming off of a big win. He just came out of winter finals. You're currently sitting in grand finals. So, why don't you tell me a bit about this event here? Who are you playing with right now?
Right now I'm playing with Gunless, Craze, and Nemi.
Nemi, Gunless Craze, Nemi 04. That's a scary challengers roster if I've ever seen one right there. So you guys just won Winter Finals 3-0. You guys took on FaZe Black Academy along with Legends of Six Gaming, and that was the roster of Confid, Encourage, Derek the Go, and Johnny. So why don't you walk me through that series? 3-0, pretty convincing fashion. Will we just break it down for me?
Basically, going into that series, we're really confident. I think we're really the best team here. So I think every series we're going real confident. But I think that team, they're all underrated, so they have a lot of time to develop. So I think if they really stick together, if they stick together and compete in challenges, they'll probably make a run.
Right. That FaZe Black Academy team, a lot of hype around them, a lot of hype surrounding them. But yourself, you're 19. I think you mentioned earlier that this was your first game competing in. So obviously, let's address the elephant in the room here. CDL Miami, you guys just came off winning that event, taking first place. And who was your roster for that CDL Miami?
For CDL Miami, my challenger roster was Gunless, Classic, and Back.
Gunless, Classic, and Dak. And why don't you walk me through how did you get on that team? What led to you getting onto that roster? How does someone new competing for the first time, 19 years old, end up on a team with Gunless, Classic, and Dak?
I think before I even got on that roster, I was in a crazy dilemma of going from team to team because recently I had my friend I left, Paul X. So I thought everything was in the drought right there, and we didn't have no team pass for Miami. So going into Miami, I thought it was kind of chalk for me, and so Caden Shoxy, you know him,
Right.
he came to the team with a team pass, and we had Scrim Gunless, and I was doing my thing, and fortunate enough, somebody had left the team to get on another team, and that was my shot. And I'm real close with Gunless, so it was kind of like a real easy option for him.
Right. Sometimes the luck is in your favor. Sometimes people are going through roster manias. People are looking for options, and you had an opportunity to scrim them. You made the most of it. You did your thing. You fried, and you got on the team.
Yeah.
So speaking about that Miami Challengers event, you guys played at FaZe Black in the grand finals, Game 7, round 11. Why don't you explain that to me? How did it feel winning? I believe it was a reverse sweep, so you guys went down 0-3. What's the mental like? You down 0-3, you got 4 maps ahead of you. Explain that to me.
To be honest, going into that match, it was extra pumped because obviously I think it was everybody's first challengers finals at that type of level. So when we went down 0-3, I don't think anybody was really devastated because all the maps were close, and that was their 3 statistically best maps. So while we had all those maps close, I think we were still confident going into map 4 because Rio was our best hardpoint map, and I think the energy was still there, even being down 0-3, because Gunless and Classic are veterans, they've been there before, so they really kept me and Dak heads cool. We had nothing to complain, tweak about, and the quote, it was crazy because the quote was Classic said they're about to win the craziest comeback, the craziest breakdown ever, and we just kept saying what's 4 maps,
right?
And then as we kept winning, what's 3, what's 2. Yeah, our confidence was real high after winning that 4th map.
Right. All right, shout out to Gunless and having that veteran mindset, keeping you guys in check. One more question I want to ask you. You and your teammate Dak, you're both pretty big guys. So one-on-one fight, who's winning? You versus Dak?
Oh, that's 100% me.
You're taking him down?
100% me. Yeah.
All right, guys, that's gonna do it for us. My name is Reform. Thank you very much to 04. Looking forward to the rest of your run over here at the ETG EZone $3,000 LAN, and thank you very much for your time.
Well, thank you.
I can see again.
Hello, everybody. We are back with the ETG EZone $3,000 LAN. My name is Reform, and I'm here with a very special guest. Why don't you introduce yourself?
Hey, how's it going, guys? I am Pierce Gunless Hillman, and been playing for about 7 to 8 years.
No, I've known you for a long time. I think I've
Yeah.
known you since Black Ops 3.
Like up 3, Profizi, Mosh, Pemby, the boys.
Yeah, right. It's some throwbacks right there. But yeah, no, good to see you here. Thank you for coming out. I want to catch up with you a bit. So you're coming off of a 3-0 win in your winners finals match. You guys played the FaZe Black Academy and Legends of Six Gaming. That's Confid, Derek the Go, Encourage, and Ojani.
Yep.
So why don't you walk me through that match? 3-0 is pretty convincing. How'd that go?
Our point was a little bit close. It was coming down to I guess a couple of gunfights. It's always kind of weird going into a hard point with a new team because everyone has different call outs, everyone has different things they want to do, and it's just adapting to that as fast as we possibly can. We managed to close it out, but the next two maps were very easy. When it came to call outs, it's just invasion. Most people's call outs are pretty similar. But other than that, it definitely made us work for it.
Yeah, and who are you playing here at this event with right now?
Playing with Craze, my teammate 04, and Dimensions.
Okay. How'd that team get formed? Who?
I don't know. Dimensions just randomly hit me up one day. It's yeah, there's a LAN here. And me and him won the last one that was actually here, about a month ago?
Right.
I was why not? Just go out, win it again. Who doesn't like free cash?
Right. I love the sound of that, honestly. So I want to address something else here. Coming off a week off of CDL Miami Challengers event, you, 04, DAC, and Classic coming out as the winners. You guys played against FaZe Black Grand Finals. You guys were down 0-3 and were able to make the reverse sweep Game 7, Round 11.
Mm-hmm.
Your teammate 04, he was gassing you up a bit. So why don't you just tell me, what's the mindset like when you're down 0-3 going into Grand Finals?
I don't know. It's never been a. So when they went up 3-0, even before that, even before the series even started, they were talking shit. And they went up 3-0 and they were talking so much shit, and I was kind of just looking at it, and I'm so used to back in my old United team when we first formed, when we were in grand finals, all the Optic fans would yell at us, scream at us when we were trying to win, and it's just it switches a different gear in my head. It's like I'm almost the meme where it's the guy's laying back and then it's just all right, now I'm deciding I'll lock in real quick.
Right.
And it just switched in my head and I was all right, I'm gonna make them eat their words. And I've never actually I just don't feel nervous when I'm down 0-3. There's nothing to lose. There's literally nothing to lose. It's just we're down 0-3, what's 4 maps? What's 3 maps?
Mm-hmm.
What's 2? And it happened and you're they're just breaking mentally after each map.
Right.
And they got no veterans on their team.
Right.
Me and Nick are used to this shit.
Yeah, I've been doing it for years. So you guys actually played FaZe Black in the winter, I believe, winter semis in Miami.
Yeah, winter semis.
Yeah, and you guys took that series 3-1. So what went differently? You guys go from beating them 3-1 to going down 0-3.
When we won against the 5 Media, the Spanish team, we beat them pretty convincingly 3-0. We just kind of sat around there for 2 to 3 hours, just kind of doing nothing while FaZe Black was just kind of heating up and warming up. So it's I'd like to consider the first couple maps or warm-up maps to let us kind of get back into it. Obviously going 1-3 is not optimal, but once you're kind of making sure everything's good, it's because you have to can't just switch your brain on to super calm, make sure you're doing everything correctly. And a 3-hour break, you're gonna get out of that mindset and flow state, and then you gotta relock back in, and those obviously getting beaten around a couple bit, that kind of gets you back into the zone. So the first time when we played them in winners finals, I think we actually had a back-to-back match. It was winner match to go against Shawnee or the other war team. 30 minutes go by, we played the next one immediately. I was very surprised. I thought we were gonna play losers first. And I was just, I don't know, I felt really confident because after we beat, I was playing really well against Johnny and went into that series and I was ripping people off which I was oh, it's one of these, it's one of these days.
I saw you win the finals match. You were definitely ripping some people off, some nasty hoodies. But I'm gonna let you, prepare for your grand finals match coming up later. One more thing I want to ask you. This event, ETG's comeback event, partnering up with EZone. I know I used to see you back at the old ETG days. Just how does it feel just having them back?
I mean, it feels great. I mean, being able to come to locals, being able to actually like kind of play on LAN, like kind of get used to like the environment again, because I'm so used to playing so many LAN
Right.
like from back in the day. So to be able to have the ability to like adapt and like kind of get used to this like feeling again is like a huge blessing. To be able to like obviously compete like at such a high level is such like a blessing. And I honestly, shout out to ETG. They're amazing guys, and I'm really happy that they put these on all the time.
Right. All right. Well, that's gonna do it for us. My name is Reform, along here with Gunless, and thank you very much for your time.
I can see again.
Come take a seat. Hello, everybody. We're back at the ETG EZone $3,000 New York LAN. My name is Reform, and I'm here with my friend. Why don't you introduce yourself?
Confident.
As Logan Confident. Logan, right?
Yeah.
Okay, right. So Confident there. You guys are currently waiting in loser finals. You guys just took on Lore Gaming, which is Gunless, Dimensions, Craze, and 04. So you guys, you're here with yourself, Derek to go, Encourage, and Johnny. You guys, that FaZe Black Academy underage team. So why don't you talk to me, like, what mindset are you going through? You guys are 3 underagers, and you guys are playing against some people like Gunless, 04, Just Challengers,
Right.
Crazy Dimensions.
Well, I mean, our main goal is to like, of course, beat them, but like with playing them and like just frying ourselves, I feel like that gives us a lot of exposure, especially like as a U18er and playing people that literally just won the challenges event. It's like, if we're frying, we're gonna get that exposure that we need in order to get to the next level when we're 18.
Right. And you guys were playing them pretty close. The hardcore was very, very close. The S&D and Control, whatever, but the hardcore was definitely way a much more competitive map. What do you think went wrong there? Like, did it just come down to like certain gunfights, or?
I feel like in S&D we just let both four get through a lot, blank a lot.
Right.
Control, we just were so jealous with it. Like we didn't do anything team oriented.
Right. And you did mention you guys are under 18. So how old are you and your Derek teammate and Encourage?
So we're all 17. We all turn 18 this year.
Nice. And how long have you been competing?
Well, I've been competing since for like a while now, but it was like on and off. I really started taking it serious probably like Cold War.
Cold War? Okay. So how old were you in Cold War?
14.
Yeah, I think Cold War, I think that was the first time I heard about it.
I was on a PS4 up until the summer, and then that's when I started making a name for myself.
Right, because I think I've been following you for a minute. So it might have been around Cold War. So talk to me about FaZe Black. Like you said, you, Derek, and Encourage. I think you guys are with Hyde right now.
Yep.
So what does it mean to you as a player to be under FaZe Black, and how did that opportunity come about?
Well, honestly, it's a huge opportunity for all of us. Like, not only the brand, but like the connections that we can build with that name. And the way it came about was like really out of nowhere. Like I was like chilling, I get told to join Cord, and they asked if I wanted to join FaZe Black.
So who told you to join Cord?
Jordan did, Encourage.
And which Cord was it?
It was Val's Cord.
And do you know how Jordan came about the opportunity? Like,
No.
So you just, this opportunity just fell in your lap.
Yeah,
You're just making the most of it.
I was just chilling.
Right.
Get told to join Cord and then get asked that. I'm like, of course,
Yeah, I mean, that's when you got the gun skill, you guys get certain opportunities handed to you like that. So I'm definitely a fan of you guys. I'm very excited to see how far you guys can go. I've seen you at some of former EZone events. I've seen you guys around a few times. You guys have been made a couple pretty good runs. I'm definitely rooting for you guys at this event. I think you guys you along with Lore, definitely two of the best teams here right now. And so I'm gonna let you get ready for your loser finals match. And thank you for your time.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate it.
I can see again.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome on back. We're getting ready to get some losers finals action. The energy is palpable. You can hear it. You can feel it here at the ETG EZone LAN. And it's been a great time all day so far. And, sorry for that break. Had a PC crash, technical difficulties. It happens, but it's still Shake. It's still Flenny. We're ready to rock. How you feeling, man?
Ready to rock, as you said. Excited to get into these last two matches. We got one team's going to go meet Laura in grand finals. Let's see who has what it takes.
We got Team Hatred versus FaZe Black LO6. And Hatred, you got Dello, Millie, Stu, and Adam Savage. And on the side of FaZe, we saw him on stream earlier. You got Confid, Derek the Goat, Encourage, and Johnny. And honestly, FaZe Black looked pretty darn good until they ran into Lore, who's waiting for him in grand finals. So you got to feel like they are the favorite in this one. But Team Hatred looked pretty good through their losers run.
They do look pretty good, and you also got to account for that they just played a full series. So they feel pretty good. There was 3-0. They might have their guns hot, so it might take FaZe maybe a map or two to get there. We'll see. But I'm just interested to get back into this.
Yeah. I think, before we get right into it, we do want to shout out one more of our sponsors here. We can't leave those guys hung out to dry.
We cannot do that. So let me get here. All right. Call of Duty Agent is quickly becoming the most recognizable tournament site for all challengers players. Head over to their site now for daily tournaments and wagers. esportsagent.gg. Great time. Have some fun over there.
Gotta love it. Some chance to win. Little glory on the line, never a bad thing. And speaking of glory on the line, this is the punch your ticket to grand finals time here. You don't really have time to mess around in this series, and it's going to be interesting. I think it's really, to me, is Team Hatred able to step up to the plate and take down a team like FaZe?
Not trying to be the bearer of bad news, but there might just be a skill gift here. Still do.
Maybe just a little bit. I know we've seen FaZe look final at times and really didn't have any issues until they ran into Lore Gaming. Then things looked totally different for them. But, they got the opportunity to wait out in losers finals, talk about a few things in between matches, maybe clean some things up. Just some little things. It's nothing crazy that they've had issues with, but definitely some things to clean up. And I'm looking for those rotations to be a little bit cleaner in this series, making sure they're playing trades a little bit more effectively in the S&D. And if they can do those things, I think they got a series win coming.
Indeed, yeah, they really do got a series win coming for them. But, I don't really want to rule out D-Lo and company. They've been looking great all day. They just took them down 3-0, as you just said. Shout out to Scansy, Law. Not going to lie, I forget the rest of them, but shout out to them. They played great. They had a great tournament. Top 4 placing, and we're into the final 3.
3 teams left on this Saturday. It's a beautiful day here at the ETG EZone LAN. Beautiful outside, little windy, but it's okay. We'll take the sun in New York. We're not always used to seeing that.
No. A little cloudy.
Yeah, usually it's hit or miss. You know what they say about upstate weather. If you don't like it, wait 15 minutes. It'll change. But no, we're just waiting to get into this one. Players are in the lobby here, and it looks like we're getting a Rio map number 1, something we've seen FaZe have some success on in the past. I know I watch a lot of them over in the U18 League, and they're an absolute blast to watch. Again, you look at Confid, who I think our first match absolutely went nuclear on this Rio hardpoint. I think he's a key player again for the FaZe squad.
Yeah, indeed. And, they played Rio earlier. They looked pretty good on it. I mean, they ran into Lore, but we're actually hopping right into this match now. It's starting to load up. The wait is over. We're here. I'm ready to get this started.
We are here, folks, and the mall is closing. Check out with your items because the guns are coming in, and these boys, they are shooting.
And unfortunately, it's a draw.
Call of Duty, just Call of Duty to all over the place, ladies and gentlemen. We're still stuck here waiting for this next one to load up. And, it's just going to be a little bit of a wait. I think what we're going to do here, throw it to just a quick break while we get this one set up. We'll be right back.
I can see again.
All right, guys, we're right back into this. And FaZe Clan is going to hop right onto this P1 right away. And we're gonna get started here.
Get locked right in. Team Hatred trying to break onto P1. They started on that P2 side. That's going to be important to try to manipulate those spawns so you can set up the long game. And that's a big two-piece out of those boys for the Hatred side. Now trying to get a little bit of time of their own. Doing a good job. That was a nice break.
That was a nice break. And if you'd like to look at this, you got Hatred over on this P1, and they have preferred spawns.
Just taking a second here. Make sure our audio's locked in for you, chat. We got to make sure you guys all know what's happening and get really locked into this game. P1, good initial setup at a phase. Easy kind of break there at a Hatred. And now we make this rotation of P2 Hatred, trying to establish the presence of a phase coming out on top of those trades.
They are coming out on the top, but you still got Hatred in the back. You got two hitting that back gate. You're going through pillar as well. They're trying to pinch on this time. See if FaZe can hold on. Derek and Encourage going to oh my god. That's a clean 4 dead. They're still spawning in the back. Now they're spawn trapped. You got a split spawn, actually. I wonder if FaZe will read that. But this is a nice amount of time here to collect.
Great chunk of time here for FaZe, grabbing a lead, trying to extend it. Derek the GOAT, he'll just watch that gate, boys. You don't got to worry about it at all. He has it on lockdown. This could be the FaZe penitentiary, looking to make it a money hill. Derek is going to fall. You still got Johnny picking up a couple of kills and garnering this hill time. Onto a 5 streak now. FaZe looking to chain this towards that P3 where Hatred's already rotating.
Yeah, they're already set up here, but you got FaZe. They're going to try and wrap around the back, trying to establish some control, but you got Stu with a nice 2-piece. The main king spawns here. But hey, this is a mixy hill. Anything could happen. Let's see what happens.
Gonna want to lock this down if you're Hatred. Dig back into this one. Dello finds one. Derek able to trade him out. So good initial hold here at a Hatred phase. Not able to get towards the hill. They're going to hit through that side window. Johnny able to find one. Stu trying to pinch help his team. That's 3 dead for FaZe. And there goes the 4th as well. A clean break, and let's extend the lead over 50.
Now they're looking to run it up. You got guys up top you already pushing out pressure. And they might be good here for the last 20. With that said, you got a 3 push coming down the stairs. Just trades on trades, conflict with a big 2 that might clean up the rest of the time.
Taking care of the rest of that junk time, and now you got Hatred already rotating. P4 about to pop. They need to make this one a money hill, or else this game gets really out of control. If you're on the side of Hatred, locking this down is their number 1 priority. Dello able to find one on the entry phase, just trying to push, make sure they get the teammates in positions to be traded. But Dello and Adam are going to find a couple of the stun comes through. Still not able to shake it off there. Derek, a 2-piece of his own, looking for the 3rd. Can't quite. This is a good hold out of Hatred.
It's good to hold out of Hatred. But you got FaZe, they're collapsing on it. You got Confid and Johnny going to take 2 down. That's 3. Now it leaves up Stu. Let's see what he can do here. He's kind of stuck out here by the south. And there's another 30 seconds before Bridge Hill. But you already got Derek already out in mid.
Derek roaming around, trying to be a playmaker, and you take a look here, you got Stu and Adam working together, trying to set up for this P5. A nice little hold there out of the side of Hatred, but FaZe Black ultimately was able to also get a good chunk of time, so things don't go exactly as you plan out of the side of Hatred, but you are here as this hill pops, and you have the numbers, you just got to win some gunfights.
Yeah, you got to take these gunfights. The last few rotations they've had new, and they just lose these gunfights, so this is a big, important few here. Derek's going to grab one. Stu's going to trade it out. And it looks like they're going to maintain control here for at least a few more seconds. Oh, that team kill's not great.
When the team names one, you might as well make it a pair, but at least you come out on top and are able to get some hill time here for the side of Hatred. FaZe Black just kind of being patient, trying to get some of these kids to come out and chow. They're able to find 2. The last one up there is going to fall as well. 1 player left for Hatred, just trying to make sure they can get some of this scrap time. FaZe on the hill. Adam Savage able to pick one up on his way out over towards the P1, but FaZe just breaking at will at this point, winning the gunfights as well.
Now, they're going back to a P1 here. The score is not close for Hatred, but, it's in touching distance. They're not out of this game just yet. Derek's going to find himself 1 on the rotation anew. Now you got 3 over here for FaZe. And Hatred is going to have to break from bad side. They're going to win a big gunfight. Encourage just counters it, gets 2 of his own. Now FaZe is going to maintain control.
And they have the P2 side as well, and they have control of the hill. Just a couple more players they got to take care of, and they're going to be funneling through right about now. Adam Savage gets the opener, gets traded out. Dello finding one confident Millie. There is trades galore, and this is what we love about Rio. And out on top comes Hatred. Good set of gunfights there. You're able to grab the scrap and potentially get yourself up over the 100-point mark. FaZe, they'll push old here, though. They don't care. And they're able to at least get them off for a second. But that P2 side of the map, that bottom side of your mini-map there, it's lined up in red.
Yeah, FaZe keep hitting old as long as they're stacking onto their lead here. They're looking good. Now you got them spawning out while they have a few guys on hill and push forward. Confid's going to find himself one. Now you got Derek just holding top mid. This is going to be a tough break for them here. Let's see if they can do it.
Got to be able to push together as a team. Make sure you're getting trades. And no, yep, there's at least one of them for you. Adam able to find one. A couple more trades are going to go through. Millie with a 2-piece. And that's a break, and they are on the hill. And that's a good chunk of time with 30 seconds left.
Also, keep in mind, we haven't touched on it just yet, but Derek did at some point get himself a streak. So when it comes to this bridge hill, he might have a bailout. With that said, they get 3 down. Sue with some nice shots, going to take 1. Can he take 2? He does. He's probably going to end up getting traded out. But hey, you at least stop him from getting some time there.
Yeah, you stop the bleeding at least a little bit, and now you're trying to set up for P3 is Hatred. You got one player waiting in boxes, one laying down mid. You even got one ready for that outside window push. This is a good setup for Hatred, but again, with teams playing FaZe Black that aren't named Lore Gaming, rotations haven't really been the problem. It's holding them.
Yeah, it really has. Their gun skill is just on another level. And, you know, they're 18, they're cracked. They got the energy, too.
Got the energy. Do they have the gunny to try to break this one, get over the 200-point mark? But that is 3 dead and a huge 3 out of Hatred. They needed it in the 4th. Comes to Millie's gun, and that is going to be an excellent hold there at Hatred. But as I say that case, they'll just spawn right close, and they'll be right back in the hill. Unfortunately, you don't check the corner. Stu's waiting for you. Millie able to find one on Johnny. One gunfight left to go on P3. Nade comes in. No one's going to fall. Confid finds one, and he finds the second as well. I mean, my goodness. P4, FaZe, they're already here.
They're already here, and any time that they get right now, they're happy with. They're not happy with that piece that just came down from boxes. But with this score line is getting actually pretty close now, and they're on time. This score could even it up right here if they hold.
You cut it under 50 points, but FaZe lighten up the kill feed right now, and there's that streak you talked about. Added Derek, able to take care of Dello. Millie finds one, but Derek and Encourage answer with 2 of their own. Trade gain going to effect, but the nade lands before the trophy can come through. Confid able to pick one up, and now this is just an open hill, and Hatred able to fly on in.
Johnny takes a flank, gets 2. He's looking for the 3rd in garage. I don't know if they'll find it. This is a nice 20 seconds of time. If they can get it, they don't. But that's all right. They're already set up on bridge. You got Confid set up there, looking for number 3. And you got, I believe that's Derek up top mid, just patrolling. So they're in a good spot to hold.
Yeah, in a great spot. This is kind of how Hatred was set up last time, right? They had that side of the map. You had a player top bridge. You got one ratting up the hill and one top mid. You got your bases covered. But Stu, it's hard to compete with that gun, and you get the team shots in there as well. Excellent break out of Hatred.
That setup didn't seem to matter. They just won every single gunfight and got themselves right in there. And now this score is getting really dangerous here if you're FaZe. You've got another 2 down. Confid just bails him out with 2 of his own.
Huge 2-piece out of Confid, but you still find yourselves with almost a 40-point lead. And here we go, headed towards a P1 in about 30 seconds. trying to lock down some of this scrap. You got Hatred trying to funnel on through the back here, find as many kills as they can, get set up for P1. They're coming out top of those trades. Johnny, the last player, able to find one there on to Stu. Hunting for the second player, can't quite find him, and that's Millie with that gunfight win there. Derek and Courage picking up a 2 on to New, and this could be huge for FaZe. They find this third player. Things get so bad for Hatred, but you know, that's good discipline. Just lay behind the vending machine.
Yeah, just lay down behind the vending machine, wait for some teammates, some reinforcements, and here they come. Millie's going to take down one. Derek's going to trade it. Another one from you. Derek with 2. And that's a clean 4 dead, and that, you know, that might be the game right there.
That could just about do it. Less than 10 seconds, and we are signing the death note on map number 1. One last contest is going to be able to come through. FaZe deals with the first player. Right up for you. A team kill comes through on the side of Hatred, and the win in the map goes to FaZe Black. LO6 taking a 1-0 lead in the losers finals.
What a crazy map to begin off with in this losers finals. Confid, Derek, Courage, they all had their moments there. Just all of them played phenomenal in that mix fest that is Rio. The scoreboard, anything stand out to you?
Yeah, I mean, almost 30 added Derek frying. Nobody on FaZe except for Johnny went negative, and Millie struggling a little bit, 18 and 26. Not a horrible stat line, but not really what it's going to take to beat a team like FaZe. But you're headed to an S&D, you get to slow things up just a little bit. If you're on the side of Hatred, you look to get back. But before we get to map number 2, we're just going to throw it to just a quick break. We'll be right back. All right, ladies and gentlemen, map number 2, the Search and Destroy. We're back to Invasion for this mode, and you got Hatred on the offense trying to push up through this B street. You got Shake, you got Flinny, you got the ETG EZone LAN. Let's get after it, and hey, just a note to chat, names are flipped right now. Hatred is going to be in the red.
They're going to be in the red, and as they push up onto this B site, they're just trying to get any type of info, look for any type of pick they can get to open up this B site. Courage, Derek. They're going to find 2, and now the B site is wide open.
Bomb is looking to go down now. You have a massive numbers advantage, one player, and that is Adam Savage trying to push through dark. He's taken care of by Johnny, and now Dello in the 1v4, and Derek is gonna seek you out, and that's a 1-0 lead in the Search and Destroy now for FaZe.
It was a great round out of them. They just waited, found their picks, got the bomb down, and that was all she wrote.
Clinical round there. You do what you need to do. Get the first win under your belt. After a dominant map number 1, getting that first round in your back pocket feels like a fresh paycheck on a Friday.
It's hitting different.
Oh, yes, and that's exactly what FaZe is doing right now. They are hitting different. They haven't seen many difficulties throughout this tournament. Did struggle with Laura Gaming. Hatred trying to be another thorn in the side. Millie trying to make a play, trying to find one of these players. The timing doesn't go his way. Derek the GOAT, first blood.
Now that's something that we didn't see them do versus Laura Gaming, getting into broken there, just pushing up, pushing the pace. And I think that's what they have to do. Derek's going to find himself another, and now it's down to a 2v4. Stu and Adam the Savage have some tough work on their hands.
Bad situation after bad situation for the boys in red, but Stu able to grab one onto Johnny, make that 2 onto Confid, and all of a sudden now you're in a 2v2. If you're FaZe, you can't let this one get away from you.
No, that would be really heartbreaking if you let a 4v2 get away from you. But Stu with the heroics, he's going to get the bomb. Let's see, he might be trying to wrap this out, trying to take over on A. But with that said, you got Adam, he's stuck in this corner. Derek might see him on the way out. Maybe not. No, I think he's clean. So now they have A-bomb. Might get it for free. Got him on the tank here. It's a free pick. Adam Savage and Stu gonna get bombed down. 1v2 for Derek.
Derek in the 1v2. Can he clutch this up? Bomb is down. Less than a minute. You chow right where he's waiting. And that's a good round out of Hatred. You get the numbers advantage early, and you hold on to it. You tie this thing up at one apiece.
Yeah, you tied up one apiece. You're feeling good. Keep yourself in the game right now. And I'm phased. I'm just mind blown how we lost that round.
Yeah, not one you can let happen often if you want to end up winning this tournament, but you can clean it up. You know, those little things, it's not hard to do. Letting a situation like that get away from you. All right, boys, we kind of trolled that one. Let's lock it in, get the next one. On the defense now is Hatred, trying to get set up into their positions. I like the push here into Cafe, trying to find a pick. Don't know if he was able to get shots or any kind of information, but Johnny, he is finding the first blood.
Remember from the lore series, he had, I think he went on a 12 kill streak, and he had a freaking first blood every round. So another first blood for him. He's been playing great all day.
Playing well when his team needs it the most. The shining star in the S&D versus lore didn't go the way of FaZe, but you're right. Johnny looked so good. Adam Savage able to get one, and that will bring the numbers to 3v3. Bomb in hand for FaZe. Trying to work it towards A, but I'll tell you, Hatred, they're set up.
They're set up. They're ready for this. The only thing you could say is that they're going to have numbers on this push. But you know what? FaZe might be able to... Hatred might be able to handle it. We'll see.
Gonna be interesting. Dello lying in wait for this push. A couple of trades. Stu finds one, traded out by Confid, and that is gonna be the bomb down onto the B site. And you just lost the advantage if you're Hatred. You're now in a 2v2 with the bomb down. Pressure is completely flipped, and Derek is gonna make it that much worse.
Make it that much harder. And now you got to push onto this B site, and they're just in corners on head glitches. This is one of the hardest retakes to do in the game.
Absolutely, and Confid is in one of the worst positions to deal with on this map. Such a nuisance and Tractor. Dello is able to find one, but this Chow could be everything for the round. It's such a momentum-based thing that Chow come through. Confid had the information, just playing his life long enough, but he went got it anyway. Oh my god, what a win out of Confid.
It might not have been a snake, but that looked very annoying.
Just the checks to a sprint here and there, and Confid just playing with his food a little bit. Even if he does get killed, I don't know if he can get that defused, but it would have gotten sketchy.
It definitely would have gotten sketchy if he got taken down there. Almost a 1v2 for Derek, but almost doesn't help.
Almost isn't going to get you the round there. You find yourselves down yet again. Only 2-1, though. Not exactly a desperation situation. So you got Hatred trying to work their way with this bomb on towards the A site. They're able to find the first blood and another pick. This could be huge, but that A site is almost completely wide open. You got one player in DVD and one mid tank, and that's about it. But a couple of shots go through. Johnny's going to find a first blood, and information comes through to FaZe as well.
Yeah, you got info on FaZe, and they're all on this side of the map. The only guy you really got to deal with here is on this mid tank. Now there's two here, one in dark, one on the tank. But you also have 7. You have Stu in their spawn. He's gonna find one. Confid's gonna trade. But now they're just in a crappy position in dark and in Palace. Let's see what happens here. Johnny's gonna find him. Now down for a 1v2 for Stu. Tough gunfights inbound for him. He's also got to plant the bomb. So, let's see what he can do.
Yeah, I mean, and if you're FaZe, that's a great play. Just back right on up. Hey, boys, we're on defense. Clock's getting low. Bombs down. Don't shell if you don't got them. But Johnny, couple of nice shots there with the rival 9. But this just seems like too tall a task at this point for Hatred to try to clutch this one up in the 1v2. I mean, with 11 seconds, you just grab the bomb, and you got to deal with a player just laying at that A site. And, you know, that was just too much. But Stu, finding the gunfight, can't quite get the Chow phase. They hold on and they get the round.
I was hoping that he would just have mind reads and just chow that, but FaZe will take the round. It's 3-1 now. Your Hatred, you need to get a round back right here before the momentum starts swaying the wrong way.
Definitely. Go down 4-1. It is not a good spot to be, no matter who you're playing. And the way FaZe is playing right now, that could be almost a triangle choke locked in. Just about GG's. But still, you find yourselves with a chance. If you can get around, you can flip the game.
Yeah, exactly. And from what we were watching earlier, it looks like FaZe has decided not to trap themselves over by this old P4 and their spread, just kind of looking for a pick. You got Encourage all the way over by H Street. You got Derek looking over mid. And then you got the 2 pushing up by Broken. They're just looking for a pick, any type of information to make a push here.
Any bit of information is going to help. You haven't seen a single player on the side of Hatred so far. Good nade out of Confid. Gets damaged that trophy. Good for nothing over there. And I'll tell you what, Johnny, backing up a little dangerous, trying to get the jump shots in, just backing them down. But meanwhile, if you're Hatred, you're letting that clock tick and waiting for your teammates to pinch.
Yeah, but you also have 6 on this massive pinch right now. No. If FaZe knows he's back there, but they have them trapped over on this street. Oh, Johnny's gonna find one. Adam's gonna find one. He's gonna get 2. He's gonna get traded out 2v2 now.
Unfit able to pick up the trade onto Adam Savage. A huge trade that allows this round to stay in control. Because if you don't get that, it's a 1v3, and all of a sudden you're scrambling, but you get the bomb down, and now it's a 2v2 retake for Hatred.
Tough gunfights, as we talked about earlier. They're both tagged up. But listen, you gotta rip one of them off the head before you chow the other. I don't think they're gonna give it to him. There it is.
And that's the round. FaZe finding yet another one, taking a 4-1 lead. We talked about if Hatred was able to find that round, things may get a little different now, but FaZe, you're 2 rounds away from the lead in this series, and you gotta feel pretty good coming into this one. I mean, you can kind of just post up, play your game. Nothing hasn't been working for you.
Yeah, everything's been looking good for him. If anything, you know, they should start trying stuff for before grand finals. Maybe try some A pushes, diversify their gameplay a little bit. Because at the moment, it doesn't look like Hatred is giving them any tough tasks.
No, it's been pretty clinical out of the side of FaZe so far. 3 players over on B, 1 on the A site. Bomb is going to work its way on down to A, but you need to get a first blood along with it. Bomb is down, but the first blood goes to Johnny yet again. A menace and confident picks up the second stew, able to get 1 back, but Derek the Goat on the other side finds Adam Savage, and now it is all bad times for a Hatred. A 5-1 lead for FaZe.
5-1 lead for FaZe, and not only is it a 5-1 lead, but it looks dominant. And not only, like, Encourage, I don't know if the stats are right, but it says he's 0-5 right now. So you're basically playing 3v4 and you're just smoking them. It's absolutely insane.
It's just been dominance out of FaZe, and it's what we saw in their first series on stream here, not so much against Lord Gaming. That just seemed to be a completely different animal. But against these other teams, they've looked almost unbeatable, doing seemingly whatever they want to on the map. Hooking them up right now, Johnny. 8-3, the S&D superstar right now. Doing the most for FaZe, now 1 away from a 2-0 lead in the losers final.
Another thing to keep your eye on here is Confid's on 4th streak right now. If this game goes any deeper and he gets a streak, it might just be a round for them. It's looking real tough for Hatred.
Stu, though, able to find that first blood. Get your team a little bit of breathing room on this map. It felt like it's been so suffocating out of FaZe, and that first blood, it doesn't really, honestly, get them much map space. They are just locking right on in, and they are just holding irons, trying to make FaZe be the ones to make plays. Stu finds another one. That's the first 2-man advantage I think we've seen out of H.
Yeah, they're playing this round great. They're sticking together, holding each other's irons, and playing trades if need be. FaZe is just stuck in a corner right now, in between a rock and a hard place. Really good one. Confid's going to trade it out, so now it's a 1v4 for FaZe. 1v3.
Yeah, that's going to do it, Confid. Nice try, buddy. But if you're Hatred, you got a round back. You're all right there. So you live to fight another day, can try to battle back in this thing so you don't go down 2-0. But they got a lot of work to do on that Hatred side. And you think they might have started just a bit too late.
Maybe a bit too late. I mean, I've seen worse full sales, so maybe it'll happen. What will happen first is Hatred's gonna try to attack one of these sites. Interested to see where they go. They tried A last time, it didn't work out for them. It looks like they're gonna try it again.
Don't mind the play. B hasn't necessarily been going so hot either. You might as well mix it up with Johnny with the gun. Is able to get that kill onto Adam Savage. And that's the opening blood. This kid has just been a first blood machine.
He's been on demon time, as some people like to say. He's holding this back freezer door. He's going to push in. He might find a few here. I don't think they know that he could be in right now. But also, you got MWIII on the outer A street. So he's kind of pinned in. Oh, the COD timing is crazy.
Oh, well, make sure you keep shooting until the player's dead. Johnny able to pick up Dello anyway, knows MWIII is over here. Shots in the back come from Stu. Take care of Johnny. And that is such a big name to clear off of these board. But unfortunately, you still got three FaZe players to deal with.
3v2 for their S&D lives right now. Still got 3 Derek over by top old P4. Just kind of holding an iron, waiting for him to walk past him. One does, MWIII. Now it's all down to Stu. He's going to find one. So now it's a 1v2.
Stu trying his darndest. He has been a member of this Hatred squad that has stepped up in the big moments, looking for another one. Gets set down there, and that is a commanding 6-2 victory for FaZe. 2-0 lead in the series now.
2-0 lead, and it's a dominant 2-0 lead, to be honest with you.
Yeah. I mean, it hasn't looked like Hatred has been able to put much together. We saw some moments in that Rio hardpoint, and really just the 2 rounds in the S&D, and the rounds you lost didn't look that great either, so that's kind of rough to deal with. But good news is it is the best of 5, so you got a little bit room to go here, but we've seen FaZe look really good on the control as well.
Also, I just want to shout out to Encourage to give him a hard time. He did have 1,000 damage, so he wasn't doing absolutely nothing. We're going around map 3. We're going to take a short break real quick. Get we're in.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Map number 3, FaZe Black versus Hatred. Teams are flipped again. You got Hatred in the red and FaZe in the blue. Interesting. This is Karachi Control. One of my favorites to watch. A couple of trades going all over the place. FaZe coming out on top of that engagement. Just trying to lock down on their offense.
Yeah, FaZe comes out hot, but I mean, as long as they're not on the B point, you're feeling okay. They're going to probably get this capture here. Probably around 2 minutes left to get over towards B. With that said, Johnny's going to find himself 1. And you know what? Hatred's going to find 2 dead. Derek's going to get himself 2. So it's kind of even on the map right now.
Yeah, back and forth we go, but the first tick on A is gone, and you got FaZe, the reinforcements running on through, but MWIII ready to make this play on the flank. A little bit of patience, will it pay off? It finds 1, his teammates find a couple, and the 4th is gonna fall as well. Able to stop that A tick from being captured, and now you get some map control.
You got some map control, you got Adam in their base over by Coop, but they're gonna get out Coop side. They're gonna have top third control. Really gonna look to stop. He's gonna find him on the bridge, absolutely fry him. He's got another one on the third side here. Playing ring around the rosy. Oh.
Around and around we go, and then the teammate takes you out anyway. So frustrating for MWIII. You thought you had one, but you get ripped anyway, and that's the A point just about take. Nope, never mind. Late second heroics added Dello, able to save that A point. And now, I mean, you're seeing pressure onto the B side here out of FaZe, and I don't mind that play. That 2-piece, that'll get you somewhere.
That'll get you on point, but with that said, you're also running out of time right now. You got 20 seconds to get on either A or B. And it looks like he might just hop on A, guarantee himself the rest of this time before they make a full push towards B. Don't mind the play.
Yeah, you can't let that clock go to waste, especially when you're so close onto A. I didn't mind the initial switch up at B. Johnny able to win that nice gunfight there. Derek finding one onto Adam as well. Now just trying to make their way through the map. Encourage finds Stu. A couple more players left to deal with. FaZe trying to break down the defense, but MWIII was ready. Johnny immediately with the trade. A couple more go. Dello, big 2-piece. This is a great defense right now out of Hatred.
He's a bloodbath right now. He's looking for more. He's kill hungry. He's red dot chasing. He's ready. Now, Hatred have had a great setup on this the whole time, but this is a 4 stack over towards B for FaZe. Let's see if they can hold on.
Need to try to find some of these kills, but everywhere you go, there's a player from Hatred, it seems. Dell getting the trade, and Johnny picking up his trade right as well. But still, I mean, a couple of kills go down here, but now clock is a factor, lives is a factor on both sides, and this one's coming down to the wire.
This is what happens when you don't get the 8 point right away. You start to run out of time, you start to run out of lives. It's 5-5 right now. Johnny and Derek both going to find one. Now this becomes really interesting. No respawns left for Hatred. Now it's down to a 3v3, 5 seconds left. This is real interesting.
This is where it comes to who can ice up. Big gunfight win out of Adam Savage. Derek the GOAT is dealt with in the back, and now Johnny left alone in the 1v3. It's going to be way too much for him to handle. Hatred bounced back after a rough first 2 maps and grabbed number 1 of the control.
That was a nice little clutch to get those last 2 off point. Could have gotten real dangerous, given FaZe and offense. But hold on, you're good.
Hold on, you clutch up on your defense, and that's what you're going to need to do on Karachi. These defenses are so important, and it can be, if you don't clutch up on one, that could be the difference in the map. That's how tight this one can be. And I mean, I've seen some crazy less than a second on the clock clutches where a team gets a 4 dead and is able to cap that B site. Crazy things happen on this one, so the defense, you gotta be on their toes, and boy, is FaZe ready off the break.
Confident with a big 2, and they're pushing up. They're ready to lock this map down. They're all off on Coop side. Still got Encourage up top third. You're gonna get taken down by 2. So just trades happening on both sides right now. But if you're Hatred, you don't mind where you are. You got 8. You got Savage pushed up into Church. So you got some forward map positioning, but you would like to get Johnny out of your spawn. That would be better.
Yeah, that'd be great, but you do find a couple of kills on the other side, and Johnny does finally go down, and that's the 4 dead you need. You're going to be able to stack this A site if you're at a Hatred. You got to be able to clutch this one. We talk about the clock being an issue. Trying to get that B site, getting A done here would be huge.
Yeah, it looks like FaZe is just going to let this one go. Gonna favor the whole hold on B. You got Johnny on a full flank. He's looking for any kills he can find. Tag up one, it's probably nice. Stays alive too. That's 2 dead for Hatred, and now they're off spawn. Oh my god, he's just running. Crazy.
Johnny's feeling himself. We'll call that one a heat check, chat. That's all right. He wanted to make a big play on defense. If he gets that open kill, they're pushed so far back in their spawn, but he doesn't. So now, if you're Hatred, you got a bit of life. You have Dello already here on this B site, the only player. He's going to need to go huge. Doesn't win the gunfight. Encourage, able to pick him up, and his teammates doing work as well, leaving only 1 player left at B for the side of FaZe, and now you're cleaning up.
Now you're cleaning up. You still have Savage on the point, and you're getting D-Lo there. It's getting close. Now you got to stack on B, but they're going to trade it. Oh, no, they're not. They're going to stay up. It's getting interesting here. D-Lo with another, and now they're on B. They have the crosses. Savage with a nade, and they might stack this point.
If they can stack it, that could be the round. They could go up 2-0 fast. The first tick is through, and the kills just keep going red. Adam finds one onto Derek's 2. Doesn't quite get the timing. Adam able to find another one, and that could be all she wrote, ladies and gentlemen. All it could be is one last push, and it's not going to be enough. Another round at a Hatred. 2-0 now in the control.
This is great for Hatred. If you're a Hatred fan, you're loving what you're seeing. They're coming out strong, looking to put their dominance out on the map, up 2-0. And if you're FaZe, you're like, all right, well, we can do that. Do it right back.
Yeah, why not? Let's full sail on the control, boys. Let's lock in, get the dub here on offense. Gonna be kind of tough. We've seen them lock it down on the defense out of Hatred before. Gonna need to do it again if they want to take this to a map 4 early. Our first one on stream, I personally would love to see it.
I would love to see another map. Well, our first map for their hard point. Something to notice is Adam Savage is on 2 KD. He's on a 3 streak, absolutely going off right now, helping his team Hatred stay in this. Derek is going to find him. Courage is going to find another. Now they're going to get this 8 point.
Locking down that A site early for FaZe. Typical hits. You get to the A site early, find a couple of kills, and get that dealt with. Derek finds Stu camping out in top church. One player over there. That's going to be Delo, able to find one. Gets traded out immediately. And now you got a little pressure through bottom church. He's going to back on up. Try to hit through top. But the A site, that's basically about done. And there it goes.
There it goes. I mean, if you're Hatred, you don't really mind that one. B site is your main priority at the moment. But FaZe is going to try to get out to the side, take a few long routes, get some map positioning before they go for that B site.
Very definitely FaZe trying to lock down the map. Confid is going to fall to Delo. As making away. Stu, good gunfight win there. Adam Savage able to pick up a nice two-piece, shutting down these pushes for FaZe. And, I mean, look, they're all spawning deep in the back there. It's a lot of work for FaZe, and this defense out of Hatred has been lockstep.
Yeah, they've been really locking this down, and they've been having a great map, really controlling all assets of this game, playing like great Call of Duty right now.
Absolutely. Clutching up when they needed the most, down 2-0 in the series, now to a 2-0 lead in the control. Confit, a good gunfight win there on MWIII. Johnny able to find one on the Delo as well, and that's a big two-piece out of Stu and Adam Savage to try to stop some of this pressure, but you still have Johnny, the absolute boogeyman on the hill.
He's been having a great day today. Every time we turn on him, he's getting either a 1 or a 2. Just really Eric just being hell of annoying in mid right now, looking for this kill on Stu. Gonna get it. Not gonna really translate into a whole lot right now. But with that said, Confid's gonna get one. And I got 2 dead.
Hardly any pressure on the B site out of FaZe. This is just a lockdown defense out of Hatred. I mean, they're just doing everything they need to. Encourage able to find one. Derek trying to get Adam. No luck there. Delo and Adam are going to pick up a pair in the back. And that's a big kill there. Encourage Derek win it. Oh, yeah, you bet he does. But he is only the last player here. And oh, my goodness. If he got that 4-piece by himself, I might have fallen out of my chair.
Yeah, he almost captured that point by himself, which would have been absolutely crazy. If you're Johnny here, are you going to take a round or are you going to hit this back? He looks like he's going to hit the back. Going to get taken down. Just trades on trades. But Hatred just keep coming out on top.
Coming out on top, bend, don't break. Listen, they can find a way on the hill. If you're getting the trades, it doesn't matter. Adam and Stu pick up a couple. Config trying to work through. Stu's going to find another one. And he's on a 4-figure now. Can't quite find number 5. 2 fall for the way of FaZe. But still not a whole lot of map pressure here. You're really only getting 1 or 2 players to the hill, and then you're getting shut down.
They only have 3 lives left to take this. And they're going to find, there's only 2 more now. And now it's down to a 1-5 for Derek to keep his team alive, and that's it. It's going to be a 2-1 in favor of FaZe Black. But Hatred, take the control.
They take the control. They needed it if they wanted to extend it to the map number 4. And hey, chat, let's get some W's. Our first map number 4 of the day on stream. You gotta love it. These 2 teams ready to get after it, and really impressive map number 3 considering the first 2 didn't really go their way at all.
No, it didn't. And if you're looking at the scoreboard here, Adam Savage, 33 and 17, 5k damage, absolute tank on the map.
Man of the moment there in that map number 3. Head into a map number 4 hardpoint. It's going to be interesting to see how this one plays out. We do have the map set here, and I'm going to take a quick look. Actually, do we have it? No, we don't have the map set. So listen, we're flying blind with you, chat. Listen, let us know in the chat if you're having a good time. Spam some W's. It's been a great event here so far, and this is only losers finals. We got another match coming at you after this one, and Lenny, we still got some COD here to go.
Oh, we got tons of COD still left if you're interested on it stream. Still got a lot in this series left if Hatred want to make it that way. We'll see. The only map I know is not being played is Rio. Everything else is open for possibilities. Any map that you'd like to see played?
Honestly, out of these 2 teams, I wouldn't mind going back to Karachi for another hard point. I mean, I love watching that one play out. It's one of the mixier ones without getting too insane. And these 2 teams, I think that'd be a nice little square.
I wouldn't mind a little Karachi HP action. Now I'm going to go with a controversial pick. I want to see sub base.
Subbase. Okay, they fixed the contest spot. It's back in
fixed the
action,
contest
ladies and
spot.
gentlemen.
I want to see some people take some routes. I want to see some actual holds here. I'm tired of the mix fest.
Yeah, listen, some nice holds would be great. I mean, even on that real hard point, we saw some setups, but it was a lot of easy breaks no matter who it was. We saw breaks out of Hatred, we saw breaks out of FaZe. It's just been back and forth, but you know, chat's been kind of looking at the top of this all day, and look at the winner gets to take home this baby. Are you serious?
Are you crazy right now?
Nice little championship gold for the winner here. Thought I might show that off for you guys. A little preview at the winner's going to be locking into this one, but that map number 4 coming up, it's going to be interesting. I'd like Hatred to take it to a map 5, get a little action going late in the day here, but I think FaZe will clutch it up. But we got to wait and see what happens. Don't go too far. We'll be right back after the break. Ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Map number 4, FaZe Black versus Hatred. Hatred tournament lives on the line right now. FaZe, cushy 2-1 lead. Not much room to wiggle, but they are here on P1.
They're here on P1. They're soaking in this time. And with that said, trades are going to go down. They're going to hold on to this time. Confid going to tag up one fire. His buddy Encourage going to take him down. They're getting a lot of time here on P1. It's something you don't want to see if you're Hatred, but they also have P2 spawns, so also okay.
Yeah, I guess that's the little bit of good news, the silver lining, if you will, here coming out of the P1. FaZe is going to lock down just about 3/4 of the hill. Not always what you see on P1. This is a little non-traditional start here on Karachi. But, you know, if you're FaZe, you'll definitely take it, and the trades are going your way. Confid can't quite find that player there, but he's weak, and the hunt is on, but that's Dello able to find one. Confid takes care of him. Stu getting that trade on the backside, but still not any time. You only touch the hill for a second if you're Hatred.
Yeah, you only touch the hill, but luckily you're spawning there. You got these close spawns, and you can maintain some sort of control while FaZe is spawning out. But with that said, you only have Adam here looking to get the rest of this time. But you also have 6. You got Millie down. Derek's gonna find 1. This streak is really annoying. And there's 20 seconds left of scrap while FaZe rotates.
We'll just hop right into the diner, grab the scraps that somebody else left on the table. You'll always take those 3 points that are left. Derek the GOAT. Nice little gunny there onto Stu. Adam Savage trying to make a play. Johnny finds one onto Dello. There's Adam with the opener. Trying to find another one and back finds him as well. Don't know if he's going to read this pressure coming from the back, but he does. Getting in the gunfight. Nade goes through. Going to back on up. Player life there if you're FaZe. Good play. And the trades are just a galore through, but FaZe, they come out on top.
Come out on top, but as you say, that Millie and D-Lo are going to find themselves 1. And now it's up to Encourage and Confid to hold this spot, keep it white for a little bit, and they do so.
It's a little bit mixed-ier than I think most of us are used to seeing. A 3-piece comes through for FaZe, looking to lock down just this little bit of scrap, and now you got the spawners for Hatred trying to make a last-ditch effort, but Johnny read like a book on that one, gets the easy kill. Make that 2, can it be 3? No, Della will shut that one down. No fireworks here, ladies and gentlemen. Encourage, just trying to mind his business, get some scrap, gets the double chow. Stu able to take care of him so it doesn't go crazy. Millie able to find one, trying to make their way, and that's a good 3 dead there out of the side of Hatred as we make our way towards P4.
Yeah, on this P4 we talked about it. This hill, it's very mixy. I'm not going to lock down a whole lot of time. It's more of, let me just keep the other team off. But Hatred has this little bit of a setup here. They're going to get 2 dead. There's 3. And they're going to come back.
Yeah, finally able to get some hill time, but Derek with the big 2-piece just gonna soil all of that. And I mean, my goodness, you can't have anything nice if you're Hatred. That was almost a perfect break, and you get shut right down immediately. FaZe able to find a little bit of time, but still, you're here for a second. And I mean, FaZe, they're like a dog with a bone. They just won't let it go.
They will not let it go. They want that last 15 no matter what it takes, and they're going to get it. And now you also have rotate. Stu gonna find himself one, but you still have Encourage on the backside of P5. He's gonna get collapsed on here. Let's see what he can do. He's gonna get taken down, and now Patriot finally have a hill to their own.
Finally, able to lock something down. Stu just trying to hold some rotations, maybe through mid, maybe through the coop side, just trying to make sure his teammates don't have to worry about that. You got a Roamer and Adam Savage just trying to pick up some kills around the map. He ends up falling to Johnny, but this is a great initial hold out of Hatred to get those couple of dead on the rotation and get yourself that early time. Now, if you can find a couple more gunfights, things can really roll your way.
Yeah, they're getting these gunfights here. They're going to trade to a 2v1 now. See if you can't get this guy off the barrel. You do. Really clears up this last 20 seconds. Johnny's going to hit it because you know why not. Going to get taken down and feed Stu a streak. And now the score is getting close to even.
A lot of chows on old here. Don't know if I like it or if I don't. But hey, it's been kind of exciting watching these chows come through nonetheless. First set of rotations all but wrapped up here. FaZe almost to that 100-point mark, and Stu through the chaos ends up finding a cruise missile trying to break the P1.
Yeah, he wasted no time on investing that one. And Adam's going to find one for him, so that's 2 dead. They're going to maintain some hill control here on P1. But if you're FaZe, again, you still have P2 spawns, so you're not in a terrible spot. But you don't want to give them all this P1.
No, you get a kill to get through, but you're dealt with by MWIII on the hill, who's the last player here. Johnny can't quite get that one. Dello able to deal with him. Confid does end up finding MWIII on the hill, but Hatred, they're still here. They're locking down this P1 time. Probably that P5 to P1 is some of the best COD we've seen them play.
Yeah, they're playing great. They've gotten some good 2-hold here. And they're going to push on towards New with this last 10. They're going to take the lead finally. And this is starting to get real interesting. You got FaZe over by New. You got Adam Savage looking to make his way towards the back of P2. Just try to be a nuisance. Try to get over, work his way over towards New. And he's going to find it. So now he's on time. Hatred on time. Soaking up New. And his teammates are nowhere to be found.
FaZe right now has the benefit of those close spawns, but it's not really going to matter. Stu and Adam Savage able to pick up a couple. MWIII is going to deal with Johnny and Confid as well. Huge two-piece there added the kid, extending this lead up over to 30 seconds now. You got a couple of players trying to chow through hop up. They got the close spawns. You might as well try to contest for a bit of these 30 seconds, but you're getting dealt with everywhere you look, and the hill is all blue. FaZe kind of on the back foot right now.
They're on the back foot. They worked their way into this time, but if you're Hatred, you don't mind what you just got there, and you're on P3 on New. You're set up fully. That hasn't tended to matter recently, but we'll see. You got MWIII over in junk, just peering over through red. But he's gonna find himself too, and here goes the setup that they just
just goes to the wayside. FaZe now trying to lock in. MWIII finds one onto Encourage. Can he find the second? And the shots are clean. He'll find that. Confid, though, able to find one. The Chowler on the hill. Dello is going to take care of him. And now it's blue on the hill. MWIII finds another one out of Johnny. Encourage finds a two-piece, and that cleans them off the hill. But still, no one able to really get a lock onto this one. You do find yourselves in control right now if you're Hatred, but FaZe, they're right here.
They're right here. They're ready to get this last 25. You get a two-piece again from Johnny. Just absolute great plays out of him when it's needed most. Encourage and Confid going to close it out for this last 15. We're heading over towards a P4 that's going to get real mixy. It's going to come down to who can hold the setup.
You can get a good chunk of time in this P4. You can ride it right into the P5. Lock down this backside of the map. That's your goal. A couple of players bridge to deal with. Derek, don't know if he was able to spot any of them. The gunshots come through, but he doesn't find it. And that is a good setup here at a Hatred. Getting some of these kills. FaZe pinching on through. A couple have come through for them, but Dello able to trade out Johnny, and they're on the hill.
They're on the hill. He's going to find another big one. Maintain control. But you got FaZe in the back. They're going to make noise. They're going to find two. Still got to get MWIII off of this heady, which is a hard task. Encourage to get him. And he's on 5 now, so he might play his life for a 6. Can he find it?
Shots onto the 6th, is able to get away with his life there. Encourage, not trying to overchow anything, like you said, play for those streaks, maybe wait for that player you know is top broken to come on down, come out to play. Oh, the shots from John. How do you even see him? I mean, X-ray specs much.
He must have had the 3-time scope on or something.
Sheesh.
Guy's got great vision.
Great vision indeed. FaZe Academy are able to get the lead back after that P4, but Hatred here as the P5 pops. They got a 2v1 player advantage over there. Only Johnny for FaZe in the vicinity right now. Dello takes down Confid. Johnny trying to make a little noise. He's going to get dealt with as well by Adam Savage. And now this is just a lockdown out of Hatred. Looking to get over that 200-point mark. Looking so much different than they did in the first half of this one.
Yeah, they're just playing really great right now. They seem to have found a second gear. And if you're FaZe, you're spawning out. You got a pinch on Hill right now if you're Hatred. It doesn't seem to matter. FaZe's guns are just different. And they're going to get the last 10. Head over to our new P1. And this looks like it's going to come down to an interesting P2.
Yeah, the P2 diner finish is one of my favorites in all of Call of Duty. It is just so fast and it's so mixy. Boy, do I hope we get there. I think we just might. Hatred, though. They're here on P1 as it pops. Derek able to find one on P5, and Courage going to be able to pick one as well. And that's the Hill open phase. They're at least for a second, Stu, able to find that player. Confid trades him out immediately. And if they can find a couple of these kills, get the reinforcements to come at the right time, they can lock this down.
They could really lock this down. You got Derek. Oh, there goes 2. Forget the setup that we talked about. Derek's going to find himself a streak, though. That could be huge. And 3 go down. They got 20 seconds left. We're gaining some time. They're really worried about this P2 push. You see Hatred. They're going to come over this dumpster wall trying to get some control. I don't think they know Derek's here, though. He gets one. He gets away with his life. How is he doing that? Oh, my God.
Just ends up getting away for only a second before getting traded out by Adam, but they're headed over this hop up, and it's such a difficult place to try to run through. And Johnny, he's just set up another easy one for him. Derek invests that cruise missile, is going to find Millie, and this is all unlocked. Derek through mid-map, able to find another one, does get traded out there by Adam Savage, so that's a good kill there, but now you're firmly on the back foot. FaZe extending this lead, only 25 seconds.
This is getting really close, really contested. 2 go down. Millie and Savage are going to find one each. Now you're going to sit on Hill over by Ticket. Player life. Johnny's going to get one. Delo's going to get one. Oh my God. Johnny with another. But, so Hatred's going to end up with the last 25 of this Hill. FaZe are going to chalk it up. Hit new. Let's see if they can hold on to this and win.
It's been a hill where we've seen FaZe have success, but there is so much more pressure than there has been in the past. After this hill rolls up, Hatred is going to be just about 5 points away from victory. You have to be perfect if you're FaZe. Encourage, trying to find the opener, a couple shots into him, not going to fall. There he goes. Stu, able to get that one, but still FaZe. They're here. They need to make sure they keep clean on these gunfights. 3 players going to push him to the side. Derek finds one, Confid finds the second. Millie able to pick him. And now, Derek, the last player is gonna fall. Hatred now looking to close it down. Johnny, the closest player here, trying to make a last ditch effort. He's weak. He's gonna fall, and that's gonna do it. 250 to 240. The boys are roaring. Hatred, take it to the map 5.
That was crazy. That was crazy. Dude, whoever was back P3 in that doorway and got the antsies literally just threw them in. That is crazy.
I believe it was Derek trapped there in the P3, and just such a bad situation that P2 kind of what set up the beginning of the end for you. You're not able to hold on to it as well as you would have liked. You were 10 seconds away, but you got broken and you fell when you needed to stand up and fight. And what a map when out of Hatred. We're going to our first map 5 of the day.
I know. I was gonna tell you were excited for map 4. I'm excited for map 5. Let's get into this. I have no idea what map is gonna be played here. Oh boy, they are roaring And I know damn well that's not the end of it.
Oh, no, not at all. But listen, while me and Flinny take a break, catch our breath, let these players regain, we're going to throw it to just a quick break. But when we come back, map number 5 for Grand Finals.
I can see again.
Gerardo.
Yeah. I'm solidified in this city. Y'all saw the kid and then gave me some pity. Then y'all done heard what I put out, like don't question. My status is fitting for what I bring with me. I'm doing this solo, snapping so hard I'ma be here forever, like fathers and photos. And if you try ripping my G, I'ma make you deceased. Matter of fact, go extinct like a dodo. I'm bouncing the beat like a pogo. Her ass going slow-mo, no need for a ride. But I'm rocking this polo. This stick make a logo, and haters get mad at the music, but still rock the logo.
I can see again.
Gerardo.
Yeah. I'm solidified.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Map number 5. We didn't go anywhere. It's Karachi. We're still here. We got the same teams. We got FaZe, we got Hatred, we got Flinny, we got Shake. ETG, EZone LAN. This one's getting spicy. And Millie with the first blood. Encouraged though. It'll trade him.
Now it's down to a 2v3. You got FaZe trying to work their way over towards that A bomb site. It looks like Hatred's just going to allow them to plan it, go for a retake. But this is just a great map to get into with a legendary comeback event from ETG. Just so thankful I get to cast this great game cop.
Looking to pull off the reverse sweep, and now you're seeing the discipline out of Hatred, knowing they don't have to move an inch until that bomb goes down. You have the man advantage. Don't throw it away. And the bomb is going down for FaZe. The pressure's flipped. Here comes the 3v2 retake.
3v2. I'm FaZe. I'm holding some irons. I'm waiting for him to run into my sights. And that's what it seems like Encourage is going to do in bottom red. You got Confid just kind of trying to spot any type of info, but he's not going to find anything. He's working himself top red. I think he can see bomb from here if he needs to.
What the count comes through. Encourage in Confid. They find a pair. Now Stu, the last alive, trying to go through the ninja. Chows with the bomb in hand. Doesn't wait for the animation to end. And you can't win a gunfight with a bomb.
I mean, if you try to throw the bomb, maybe it'd work, but in the game, I don't think you can do that. So he just ran out just to die, pretty much, but that's 1-0 FaZe.
Funny little POV there for the chat to watch. That was keep it a little interesting here. 1-0 lead for FaZe, looking to get that regain. I mean, if we see a reverse sweep in the losers finals, I mean, I would just about lose complete composure, but FaZe puts the band-aid on, gets the first round.
I don't think you'd be the only one to lose composure. I think FaZe Black would lose composure as well. But it looks like their Hatred's going to try to take over towards B. And for FaZe, you got a guy near bomb, sitting behind that little half wall. He's going to get spotted, but he's alright. He's got Encourage for backline. You got Confid, up top dome. He's going to find one, open up this site a little bit. Then they're just playing another pick, just playing it real slow.
You might as well, because you got two players staring down towards that B site, and a little bit of lack of pressure could be the opener, but that kill from Adam Savage is going to be even more influential. Stu finding another one onto Encourage, and now Confid in the 1v4, and, you know, make that a 1v3, make it a 1v2. You can't let this happen.
No, luckily you still got two players alive. If you're Hatred, you got Adam Savage looking over mid, and then you got Stu over near bomb on bridge side, and Coop. Sorry, I couldn't see what the heck that was, but he's just looking for a pick. I don't think he's gonna fully chow to this because he's on a streak. He might just let it happen, let the bomb go down. If someone's gonna chow him, he'll take him down.
Yeah, that's exactly what he's going to do. Just back on up. Know you have that 4 streak, and that cruise missile could be so influential. It's early in the game. You didn't get that defense, but you did win the attack. So you find yourselves in a 1-1 position. It's not bad. I like to play out of confid. Things don't go your way early. Don't troll and try to go superhuman.
No, he makes the right play there. He's going to play for his streak. And, you know, even if you don't get a kill with that streak, let's say he gets it, you get tons of info, and an S&D, that's pretty much all you need.
game of information. It's so valuable in an S&D, especially a map 5. There's so much pressure on these players. A chance at the prize is on the line here. Punching a ticket to grand finals. Lore Gaming waiting in the wings for the winner of this one.
FaZe is going to work over towards the B site. You got John, or not John, you got Derek up in mid. You got Encourage up top third. Just trying to look for a pick. They might not know this guy over is in bridge. Hopefully they check that corner before they start moving. Let's see what they can do here.
Stun check did come through, so at least Hatred has that little bit of information that Confid is at least here. It can be so valuable, but now that clock under a minute, you got to start thinking about that. You got to start thinking about how are we going to make our play? How are we going to pounce? How are we going to play this? No players have fallen in this one, and I mean, you talk about the pressure in a map 5. This is what you're seeing.
Yeah, the pressure, it might just come down to who spots somebody first and Encourage. Find Savage up there. Not going to be able to take him down. Puts a few bullets into him. Just trying to press him down. Now, this is going to be a big kill too. Ooh! Come down to the 2v2. Johnny and Encourage. Johnny's going to get taken down. So Encourage for a 1v2.
Trying to clutch up. So much to do. He's weak and gets beamed. Adam Savage does a good job. Good shots there. Taking care of the last player alive. Got themselves a 2-1 lead. They are fighting.
Listen, I'm mad. I am screaming if I win this map. Oh my god, you can't be going wholesale down. And now they're up 2-1. Feeling good. And they're looking good doing it.
Having a lead in the S&D. So important. It flips that pressure to the other team even more. And especially with FaZe dropping 2 maps in a row. You know they're feeling that. It's not an easy feeling to have the series in your grasp and then all of a sudden be in a map number 5 somewhere you haven't been all day. Certainly, you have destiny in your hands.
You had it in your hands since the end of map 2. And you'd like to see them close it out. D'Lo's going to find himself one on Johnny, which is very interesting because Johnny's been the first blood king all day. But Derek working himself top fire. D'Lo has eyes on this, but he's just looking for any type of information or any type of pick to even this up.
Pick could be so important, and I mean, we're just seeing more of these standstills, more of these players just waiting for the chow to come through and the game to come to them. Ooh, this timing between Delo and Derek is just so delicate. Delo licking the floor right now. Derek making sure the hotel is all cleared up. He's got that one on lockdown, but I mean, nobody getting an inch, but Hatred quietly making their way towards A.
Yeah, they're making their way towards A, and, you know, I don't think FaZe has any idea. Derek's up here is going to get taken down. Now it's down to a 2v4. You're feeling great right now if you're Hatred. Encourage, Confid. 2v4. Encourage is going to find one. Spots a third, or a second, excuse me. But they have this bomb under control. This is going to be a tough task for Confid right now. 1v3.
Just left in too many of these situations where you have to go massive in order to win a round. Hatred doing an excellent job clutching up in this S&D, and they want that reverse sweep bad. They want to be in grand finals. Everyone has been talking about FaZe for so long, and they're trying to change that narrative.
Yeah, they really are, and they're playing like it means something to them. They're doing great. And they have a nice little 2-round advantage right now. You're on the side of FaZe. What do you think they do here?
Can't hit the panic button, as I'll tell you what they can't do. They're only down 2 rounds. They're not in a desperate situation yet. But you gotta look to your playmakers to finally get a first blood. This has been almost completely controlled by the side of Hatred in the first blood department. You can get that. Things may change, but MWIII ready, able to get that first blood. Derek is able to get the trade onto him, and the bomb is gonna go down. At least you have the bomb down, and you're not a man down.
You have the bomb down, set up. The only thing I could say for them right now is you have no diner control. They can kind of work their way into red for free and in the diner for free. So let's see what they do to try to hold this.
Gotta try to lock up these players from Hatred. Just trying to find the angle in the opening stew. Able to find Derek. Encourage trades him out. Badello right there for the trade as well. And now Johnny left alone in a 1v2. This is clutchable. The clock is such a factor. He only needs to check it once he does. The teammate is there, ready for that one. And now it's a 3-round lead for Hatred.
3-round lead. Adam has a streak. He's feeling great. He's yelling at people. This map is getting really out of hand really fast.
It's not going well for FaZe right now, and that dominance has just absolutely disappeared. Johnny is his best, but the play was just so correct out of Adam there, just to get his partners back, allow him to stay up, and you get rid of that player, and that's the round for you. I guess FaZe, you still have a little room to wiggle, but that door's closing.
Door's closing really fast, especially with this streak right here. This round is huge. If FaZe loses this, they will be in such a hole that they might not be able to climb back out.
It could get to tournament point. Adam Savage gonna invest that cruise missile early, trying to find a pick. FaZe now flooding through the buildings, just trying to stay alive. Adam Savage manages to find Derek with that cruise, and that could be such an influential kill in this one.
Such a good kill. Johnny's gonna get one. Delo's gonna trade. So now it's down to a 2v3. You also got Adam Savage, knows this guy's flanking. It's down to a 1v3 for them to go up 5-1.
Oh my!
And this is absolutely insane. I couldn't have predicted this at all.
5-1 now. Hatred was once on the brink of elimination and now is on the brink of the grand finals. One more round, chat. These boys are roaring in the background. The passion is flowing. In Hatred, they can do seemingly no wrong right now.
No wrong. You got Adam on an 8th streak in SND. 10-1, absolutely going off right now for his team to get in the grand finals. And FaZe, they just look shell-shocked, man.
This is just a punch in the mouth for FaZe. I mean, we thought maybe the map 5 would be mixy, but this one hasn't been even close. Derek just trying to get the kills. Badello is going to find the first blood. Another one for Hatred, and FaZe down a man already.
Down a man. Down map control, don't have any extra toys to play with, no streaks, and it's looking real rough. Derek's gonna get tagged up, have to push back down. Stu's over on this bridge, very annoying spot to try to get somebody out of. It's just not looking good for FaZe right now.
Not at all. You see Stu playing his life. Able to get taken down there. Encourage, able to find one, even up the numbers just for a second, and that's a huge kill for FaZe. Still have to make your way towards the site. You got 2 players staring at it. You got to be able to find a pick as well. It's not going to be clean. Millie finds one on the Confid, and Derek is able to get a trade, but Adam Savage picks up the first, and the second falls. The reverse sweep is in. That is a breakdown. Hatred 3-2 to grand final.
I hope you guys can hear what's happening in the background.
Oh my god, the rumbles are going through the LAN center right now, and deservedly as well. What a series out of Hatred. 0-2 down, and let's be honest, those first 2 maps did not look good at all. To win 3 in a row after those first 2, I mean, that is beyond impressive.
Completely impressive. Shout out to the FaZe guys for coming down. Appreciate them coming through. But holy crap, Hatred wanted that one more.
It's time to pack up the cars for the FaZe boys and head on home. Hatred, they punched their ticket to the grand final. I mean, what a series. I don't think we can talk about it enough. We talked about it the whole time, how good Hatred looked at the end of that one, and it is just a bang out last 3 maps for them. Could not have gone better. Chat, go take a bathroom break. Y'all earned it. That was 5 great maps. But when we come back, we got grand finals with 3K on the line.
3K.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We're clocking in for yet another series, and it's grand final time here at the ETG EZone Comeback LAN. It's been spicy so far. We got a team here we didn't think was necessarily going to be here. We got Lore Gaming, our winners finals champions, coming up against Team Hatred. Little bit of a dark horse running through losers, but they made it, and they're ready to make a run.
Yeah, hold on. Yeah,
That's the king himself right there.
So
Making a surprise appearance.
locking it down. Staff here at EZone's been amazing all day, doing their best to put on a show for you guys. Headed back to a map number 1, Rio. But before we get to that, I think we got one last sponsor we got to plug here.
And it's Regiment GG. Let me get to where I've got to be real quick. Hang on, guys. Filling dead air. All right, Regiment GG is the largest military-owned esports organization. They are a wonderful community dedicated to providing a safe space for veteran players. Shout out Regiment GG. They're always at the events. They're always sponsoring them. Love to have them around. Great guys.
Champions of the scene for sure. You know, whenever you get involved in the amateur scene, you're really doing a lot for Call of Duty. And, you know, sometimes people think it can be a thankless job or, you know, maybe you're not getting what you like out of it. But truly, like these events and everything like that, it's the lifeblood of Call of Duty. Yeah, you have the pro scene, but you got to get there somewhere. And then you have these amateur events, which is great for these players to showcase their talents, win a couple of bucks, and play some competitive Call of Duty. All good things.
Exactly. And, you know, we love hosting these events, and those sponsors help make these events run. So thank you to all of those sponsors that we've mentioned before. I'm going to run through them one more time. We had Regiment GG. We had Tempered GG, Lethal Divide, Paradox Customs, and Call of Duty Aiden. Thank you to all of those once again.
Thank you guys so much for supporting this great event that we've been throwing today. And we're going back to a familiar map for map number 1. It's Rio Hardpoint. We've been there a few times today. And I think we kind of have our opinions formulated how we think this one's going to go. Lore Gaming has looked like the final boss all day. I think we're going to get some more of that here.
Yeah, the final boss. I mean, you got a world champion, multiple time major winner in Gunless. You got a few guys on that team that might be heading straight to the league here soon. So if you're Dealo and company, this is your final test to see what you're really made of.
Definitely. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. This is the grand finals, man. You got to come out and show out right now so things don't get out of control. And listen, we're ready to head into map number 1. I think if you're on the side of Hatred, you got to try to steal map number 1. And if you do, you can flip the series on its head. You can take the sale right out of Lore Gaming. They've been sitting around a while, but they've been warming up. And it's going to be interesting to see how this one starts out here. Lore starting in the back on that P2 side, which means Hatred, they're going to be on that P1 side. So it's going to be about trying to push on through, get those kills, and flip spawns.
Exactly. And also, not going to fail to mention, Lore Gaming need 1 best of 5. Hatred need 2 best of 5s to claim grand finals. And let's get into it.
Here we go. Map number 1 in grand finals. A potential bracket reset. Waiting in the wings. Lore Gaming. First ones to touch the point. They are here. Adam Savage, though, looking to make a play. 0-4 going to cut him down. Gunless finds one on the Stu as well. Oh, nice 2-piece. Mentioned able to trade him out. Find a 2-piece of his own. And this is Lore Gaming just locking it down. And now Hatred, they do have that P2 side, and that's going to be important.
They have that P2 side. But with that said, Lore grabbing all of his time here. Oh, and they're going to get traded off. Let's say that. So if you're Lore Gaming, you need to grab the rest of this time here, hit a rotate, and Hatred in a good spot.
Yeah, definitely a good spot. You found yourselves down less than 10 points. This first hill is all just about cleaned up, and we're making our way towards P2. You got a couple players already there. 3 dead clean out of Hatred, and that is going to be good. That's going to set them up for this P2.
It's going to set them up perfectly for this P2. You still got MWIII up top near P1 just holding this cut. It's going to get taken down, but you still got 3 more players over by T2. He's going to get taken down as well, so that's now 2v3 on hill. MWIII Great nade. Holding spawns, maintaining hill time, doing great.
Flying around, having a good time right now are the boys from Hatred, lighting up that scoreboard as well, up over 25 points at this point, trying to lock down the rest of this P2. Millie does it with the Benetti there, Gunless finding one before he's ended up traded out, and this has just been almost a perfect lockdown here at Hatred. Lore able to get a couple of kills, but not able to enter that hill. In P3, I mean, you're going to need to lock that down if you're Lore.
Yeah, you definitely need to lock that down. But on the side of Lore, you're pushed out all the way still by P2. You have plenty of map control, and you're on the rotate over towards P3. So you're okay. You're not in too big of a deficit, and maybe those guns will start getting warmed up here.
Trying to hit that reset on P3 as it pops. They're here in Dimensions. Early kill on the Millie. That's going to be the first one. 04 finds another one. Stu gets traded out by him. Adam picks up one, but Gunless and 04 follow suit. Now they're going to push up the map. Couple players just going to lock down. They're trying to get as much map control as they can.
You saw 04 all the way in their side P1, just controlling everything. That doesn't matter. 2 go down. Crazy's going to find himself one. Millie's going to find one, and the trades just are galore. And Lore is going to stay on time. They're going to take the lead right now, and they're going to head over to his P4.
Be able to get that lead back. That's huge. And you have the rotations towards P4. Big gunfight win there at a Gunless. Stu is able to trade him out. A couple more go down. Craze and Dello getting a couple. And now you take a look at the boys in blue. They're here. They're on P4. That was a good rotation.
That's good rotation. Lore Gaming got all that pretty much. And now if you're Hatred, you got to trade back to the hill ground.
Yeah, look to make it a money hill yourselves. Great hold there at a Lore on the P3. Couple of kills early for Hatred. Able to find another couple. 04 just trying to do a little bit of damage control. Gunless able to find that nade on the Millie. That's going to be a white hill, at least for the time being. 04 with the chow gets dealt with by Adam Savage. The trade out of Crazy will come through. And this is just kind of what you'll take here at a Hatred. You're able to dig into this lead. Maybe eventually take it back. And that 3 make it 4 dead. Stu with the 2-piece. Hatred, they are flowing.
They are flowing. They are yelling once again. They are locked in. And if you're Lore Gaming, maybe they need a few more minutes to warm these guns up. Or maybe Hatred is just that gross right now. And they have rotations over towards P3. Hatred have put themselves in a great spot on this first rotation.
Great setup indeed. Now it's up to Lore to try to break. Stu had a 5, was taken down there by 04. Crazy able to find another one, make that 2 for 04. Gets cut down there by Adam Savage, but still, this is a good hold as the hill pops here for Lore Gaming, looking to take that lead back. Adam Savage onto a 5.
Onto a 5. He's going to get a nade. He's going to get taken down on 5, but still get the hill control, and I think you're okay with that.
Yeah, and you'll take this white time, able to lock down, make sure you're set up for P1. You still got Lore trying to push through. You got a 30-second jump there. You might as well try to push. Hatred is able to get back onto that hill. Just for a second, trades are all winning through this map. It's blue right now, and it is extending the lead for Hatred.
Just maybe a few overcharges there that allows Lore to get back on the point. But listen, if you're Hatred, you like where you are, you're even on the map right now, and going in the second rotation, you'd like to try and extend this.
Definitely love to extend the lead, get a cushion against such a good team, and that's going to be trades. Dello finding a 2-piece to come out on top of that with Dimensions with the drop shot to the pop-up, looking clean with the shots there. Nobody on the hill here, though, for Lore Gaming, just too far back to able to get onto that one, but the gunfights are here yet again. Dimensions find the one, Craze as well. Dello able to trade out Dimensions. Lore able to come out on top right now. The P2 side as well, but I mean this P1 is so mixy.
It's just a classic banging out hit. Everyone's running at each other, going for trades and whatnot. But Lore comes out on top. They're going to take the lead once again. They have P2 rotations. We got Craze over in the back by Gate, just holding stuff down right now as Hatred try to make their way on.
Yeah, that hit through the front is got to be clean. It's such a difficult break to make, especially if you have Lore Gaming spawning in the back like they are, and you got 3 players up around this hill, and you got 04 trying to chase the player down. Got some teammate help there from Dimensions, are able to take him down, and this setup is locked in for Lore.
Look at how far number 8 is pushed up. He's going to be such a nuisance to these upcoming Hatred players. They probably have no idea he's even here. But when, like I said, you get 2 down, you get a team kill. Not ideal. Grades just go back and forth, and it looks like Lore might stay on top of this one.
Yeah, right hill for right now, but Lore is still here. That's a good couple of kills out of them. Able to trade that out is Stu. Adam finds another one. Craze picks up the trade onto him. It is Hatred's Hill, at least for the moment, trying to get back into this one. If they can hold this down, they can take the lead, but you got Lore Gaming getting set up for P3 already.
Got him setting up the P3 kind of. You got a guy up top third or top mid. Gonna pick off one. We're gonna get this last 5 seconds. And the score is going to be in the favor of Hatred, only by a few seconds.
Ooh.
But you'll take whatever you can get at this point with how mixy it's been.
Yeah, it's been back and forth all game. No team really able to grab a commanding lead whatsoever. One team will get in there and get a few kills just like Hatred did there. Not able to chain much together, but this could be a good money hill if Hatred can continue to hold.
Yeah, if you're Lore, you're kind of disappointed with how that went. You had full rotation, you're just getting insta-broke and allowing Hatred to just soak up all of this time so far. They're extending their lead to about 20 seconds. Adam with big 2 to maintain control with 25 seconds left.
Yeah, what we thought might not be a competitive map has been so competitive from start to where we are right now. Hatred does find themselves with a big lead, but that's a 3 dead. Out of Lore Gaming, P4 is locked up, but again, rotations haven't been the issue. It's been a thing all day we've talked about. It's locking it down.
Yeah, exactly. And you still, so if you look at the minimap right now, you got 2 on the side of Hatred taking a long ass route here, going through P3, looking for a pinch. Let's see if they can break on here. They're gonna find the guy box. Now it's just left the 2 more guys on hill.
That 2 dead was massive, and now you're on the hill if you're Hatred, just trying to find this last player that's the mentions. He's gonna find Stu, and Gunless finds Millie. Oh, gets 1 there on Dello, but Adam Savage is able to clean that up, so things do not get too crazy for him here. But you wait for your teammates. The hill is for Lore Gaming right now, but a couple of dead are gonna help you get right back on in. And this is a great hold here at a Hatred. I mean, the rotations weren't there, but the break was indeed. And Hatred are just feeling that momentum from that losers final.
They're feeling the momentum and they're playing this map really well right now. They're holding the cuts, they're watching the pinches, and they're just playing really great. Dimension's gonna find himself 1, working his way over towards the bridge hill. You got number 704 already set up there. But you have Hatred all up top mid, just kind of playing some kills, ready to pounce onto me.
Playing through top mid can be such a good play. 04 trying to ruin everything. Able to find 1, but Millie with the nade takes care of him. Adam Savage finds 1 as well, gets traded out by Craze. And that's a good couple of kills you needed. If you're Lore back on the hill, they are in striking distance. If they can get this one with the breaks, have been so clean out of Hatred.
Hatred have just been, they're just on all cylinders right now. They are not missing. Playing great against world champions and people that we favored to win this tournament. Now, they got 25 seconds left on this bridge. Let's see if they can reclaim some of this. You got 2 down from Millie. But you still have bridge control. And this is going to lead into a very interesting P1, P2.
Gonna head right on into it, and there are trades all over the place. Millie will pick up a 2-piece onto a 4 streak now, headed to P1. And I mean, Lore Gaming, they're here yet again, but they need to be able to find these kills and come out effectively on top of these trades. It just has not been going well for them in that department. Gunless though, guns down Millie, and this could be the hold they needed. But just as that is said, that is 3 dead. Looking for the 4th, and they get it.
They get 4 dead. They're 4 stacked up top mid, but they also got a split on the side of Lore. So this might be the perfect break. Let's see what can happen here.
Need to be able to lock this down. Only 26 seconds needed. The contest comes through. There's 1 kill. Craze going for the second. Can't quite find him, but that's okay. You have the hill for now. 04 onto a 3-spree. Craze finding 1 onto Millie. P2 side is all locked up here out of the side of Hatred. But Lore Gaming doing an excellent job to dig back in.
Doing an excellent job. They're going to climb themselves way back into about a 10 or 20-point deficit with Hatred on P2. Let's see if they can hold. It's been a struggle for them in the last few days, or the last few games. Let's see what can happen here.
This P2 has been such a money hill out of the side of Hatred, trying to do it yet again. 17 seconds between them and a map number 1 steal. Dello, Millie gonna get a couple of dimensions, able to fly through, get 1, get 2, that is. He gets taken down by Stu, but still, Hatred are in complete control, less than 10 seconds needed now. One last push out of Lore Gaming, but it's not gonna be good enough. Hatred is able the last second shot. Lore Gaming saved the game for now.
No. No way. Oh, they Wow. What a match out of Hatred.
Oh my god.
Completely insane.
We talked about a key to victory was Hatred stealing the map number 1, and they do that in convincing fashion. They were able to break at will. The rotations may not have been the best, but like I said, their breaks were on point. 31 out of Adam Savage and Dello. 35, almost 5,500 damage. I mean, my god.
You had 2 guys drop over 55,000 damage, and that's very impressive versus these guys. You know, I kind of counted them out, but maybe I shouldn't have done so. They came out and looked really good there.
Looked phenomenal in the map number 1, and we're headed to 3 back-to-back invasions for the map number 2, 3, and potentially 4. We definitely could see a map 4. Hopefully we can get there. But don't go too far, chat. We're going to get the map number 2 set up. We'll be right back. Here we go, map number 2, Lore Gaming in a bit of a deficit here. Hatred able to come out hot, steal the map number 1. Looking to get their get back here though. Lore Gaming on the attack.
You got Lore on the attack. You got Hatred. They are just on an absolute burner. They have won 4 maps in a row now. And looking to make it 5, trying to get a bracket reset.
Of course, hitting that first blood from Craze is going to be a nice switch up of pace for them. That map 1 was a little bit difficult, but that kill out of Dimensions, yeah, you got your feet up yet again. You're looking like that Lore Gaming we saw a little earlier on. Dello with the nade lob comes through there. Good one, but still a 2v3 here for Hatred.
Now it's down to a 1v3, and it's going to be a 0 versus 3. Lore Gaming take the round.
Yeah, Dello, good try, buddy. Good couple of shots there through Dark. Ultimately got dealt with by 04. A man who has been absolutely popping off all tournament long. Definitely one to keep an eye on through the rest of this one. But if you're on the side of Lore, I think you really needed that round 1 back in your sails.
Yeah, you definitely need that. And also, if you're Lore, maybe this little change of pace here will get you back into the flow of things on S&D. Nice little clean map to get through. Now, let's see what Hatred does here on offense. They're going to forget the bomb. That's always something good to do. But they're going to push up, spread the map a little bit, see if they can't find a pick. Millie's going to get taken down. And now you got 04 Dimensions just getting really aggressive here. Not going to work out for him.
Not at all. Dello, Adam Savage able to pick up a pair, get the numbers back in their favor. Now have a 3v2 advantage. On the attack side, Bomb is pinned back there in Laundry. Not a great position to be in. You have Craze just looming over this A-bomb site, and Stu and Gunless are just so close. They just have no idea where each other are. And I mean, if Stu ends up chowing out, it could be a free one for Gunless, but he's just starting to look around now, playing Discipline, and Craze, oh yeah, he's gonna find 2. That chow comes out for Stu, eventually is ready for that reach out. Takes care of Gunless there, but now a 1v1.
Down to a 1v1. Stu versus Craze for the win here. Gonna go for the bomb. Grab it. It's a 1v1 win. Lore 2-1.
Wow.
After being down 4-2 in lives. That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, what a comeback there inside of that round. Craze finds 3 inside of that one, and just the clean jump shots. Finds a headshot in there as well, gets the job done. 5-1 for him in this round so far. Looking pretty good for Lore. It's been pretty textbook out of them. I mean, maybe not that last round. You go down too quick. But Craze, he'll pop off on that 4 streak. That'll do.
Yeah, that'll work, you know. 4 streak never hurts anybody. Maybe that nade will find someone. Probably not. But You got tilt kills away for Craze for a streak, and those are always very useful. They look like they're going to try to bring the bomb over towards the B side here. And there's no one on site. They might have a free site as long as he can get through the cross. I don't know if that's possible either, but we'll see here.
Yeah, you had MWIII on that concrete and then Stu in back palace. They did have the crosses covered. Dello is going to find that opening blood onto Gunless, and that smoke is so influential. What a smoke there, a great one, but still, you're not able to get this plant. Stu is going to be able to crack that door, have a perfect line of sight onto that planter when he chooses to go for it, but Stu, he's spotted. Adam Savage able to take care of Craze, and now a 4v2 for Hatred.
Yeah, they're just stuck, and there's no way that he's going to get out of here. And he's going to get taken care of by Stu. Hatred going to get one on the board.
Gets their first round of this S&D on the board, only down one now. Lore Gaming, you know, you figure they're going to win a round. Nobody's panicking. You're like, all right, boys, they played that well. Let's just regain and get to the next one. You know, it's said a lot. GG's go next. That was a good round played out of Hatred. You got to tip the cap and just roll to the next one.
He's going into the next round. You're feeling a little bit more confident, like, oh, we can do this. We just won a map. Let's take it back into our favor here. Now, on side of the Hatred, I wonder where they're going to try and bring this bomb. They're going to drop it again. I really thought they were going to leave it in spawn, but they didn't do that this time. They're going to spread the map. They're going to look for a pick or two. We got 04 tagging up Savage, just kind of holding this mid-tank area. And no one's really making progress towards any site. They're just waiting for somebody to mess up here.
Yeah, no, the long game is definitely in here. 04, a couple of shots to that back tank, get a little bit of information for his team. But we've seen this become an issue, right? Waiting too long to make any progress towards one of the sites. That clock can come back to bite you in the butt. And the longer you take, the more Lore is able to push up this street and get more map control.
Yeah, they can get more map. They have the whole map covered right now. If you want any sort of positioning, you're going to have to earn it. And it's going to start with Gunless here. Oh, it's going to start with MWIII. He's going to take down 04. Gunless is going to back up. Velo is going to find Craze, so now it's down to a 4v2.
Not a good situation yet again for Lore Gaming. Hatred in the driver's seat of this round, looking to make 2 in a row of their own off of the back of 2 in a row from Lore Gaming. Bomb is going to go down on A. You have a player waiting there. The challenge is going to come through. Dimensions, not able to find that, but that's okay. You got your teammate. The buddy system pays out there. And now it's a 3v2. Much more manageable situation.
Yeah, they can handle this. Gunless is going to get red here on this white truck. Gonna get out of dodge, and now they're in a complete little back-to-back-to-back corners, playing real tight. Somebody messed up. Now it's down to Gunless for 1v2.
And that's just too much. That setup, once you got the bomb down, was perfect. Out of Hatred, they got in the positions they wanted to be in. You had one Chow to try to get a trade. Gunless is able to clean him up, but MWIII with the beams. And what a heady that is on that mid-tank. Such a difficult position to deal with. And, I mean, the rival, talk about a Swiss Army knife. Long range, up close, it's a shotgun. What can it do?
What can it do? Not much.
Yeah.
It can do everything. It is a god gun. It's the ray gun. We're going into a round 5. Big decider round here, where we're going to get to that third round first, the halfway point. Gunless is going to work his way out to this A street as the bomb is going to go towards B. They're just looking for a pick. Gunless is looking for someone to mess up. I don't think he's going to find anybody. I think he sees somebody on that A street. But as we're talking, Lore Gaming is working their way back up to the B site. And you got MWIII and you got Stu waiting over here. Someone to run into their irons.
Waiting for that push to come through. The Chow through MWIII. He's going to come out, try to make a little bit of noise, play through that tank Craze. He'll take a couple of bullets, back right on up, and now that rotation comes through to A. And finally, a first blood out of Lore Gaming Dimensions picks that up onto Dello. A man advantage, bomb down on A.
Bomb down on A, and you got this whole court unlocked. 04 with a big gunfight win. It's going to make it an even tougher thing to deal with here for Hatred. It's a 4-2, and you know, this is going to be a tough retake.
Shu was on the other foot just a little bit here. Hatred in the position that they are used to putting Lore into in this one. 04 gets COD timing straight to the nether realm. Unfortunately, the mentions though able to pick up his trade, and that is an effective 1 milli now. Left alone in a 1v3. We've seen him go huge, but this might be too much.
He's playing a streak right now. He's on a 4 streak. He's going to play his life. He's not going to overshadow. We'll see him next round.
We'll see you later. That bomb is going to go and there it is, and that is a round victory for Lore Gaming, taking the lead back 3-2.
Taking it back. They're putting themselves at the halfway point, looking to even up the map count here. Both teams look really even right now.
Really a huge match here for Lore Gaming to be able to grab. If they can even this thing up at 1 apiece, I mean, I also wouldn't put a full sell past them, but definitely not the situation you want to put yourself in. And getting that 3-2 lead, that's a good start on that. Now, on the defensive side, you get a little bit of that advantage.
Get a little bit of that advantage. As we were talking about, Hatred spreading the map a little bit, except this time they're being a little bit more aggressive. D'Lo is poking out that back freezer. Mentions has eyes on it. And you also have, who is number 4? You have Praise ready to pounce into that cafe.
Craze just lying on that P1, waiting for any information. The Chow is going to come through to mentions. Couple of shots there onto that player, not falling though. And this is just such a good round out of Hatred, making sure not to give up any easy kills.
No easy kills right now. But in the same breath, they're starting to run out of time. They're going to have to take a chow, get this bomb down. In some form or fashion. You got 7 Stu trying to work his way up to P2, maybe get a free pick. As I say that, 04 and Praise both drop, and now it's 4v2.
And here you go. Bad situation just got worse now. Stu left alone in the 1v4. The defuse is coming through, and you're really not going to be able to do anything about that. Just run away for your dear life. Lore Gaming, that's 2 in a row for them. And I think that's what it's been all map. 2 in a row for Lore, 2 in a row for Hatred, 2 in a row for Lore. Maybe Hatred gets another 2-piece.
You would like to see that, bring this map a little bit even. But if not, I fear that Lore might just finish it off right here.
Definitely looking to do that for Lore. Get there, get back. Map number 2. They are down 1-0. Only need 2 rounds to even this thing back up at 1 apiece in the series. Grand Finals, Hatred trying to get this thing done, at least in the first set, because if they win this one, got a bracket reset ahead of them.
Yeah, you got a bracket reset, so that means you got to at least, I don't even know, you have at least another 3 maps that you're going to have to take off these guys, and that's a tough challenge. And they're looking to push this bomb over towards the B site. There's only 1 player defending this. I mean, D'Lo's watching this dark cross, but he really can't help that much. And now the B site is wide open.
Praise with the Kobe, able to get that opening blood on the Stu. And now a bad spot to be in. Praise is going to find Delo as well. 2 for him in the round. Gunless going to find Millie with the Renetti. And Adam Savage left alone now in a 1v3.
2-piece for Adam Savage. Now it's down to a 1v2. You got Dimensions and Craze versus Adam Savage. This guy's been a Savage all day, literally. So let's see if he can clutch up here. Now, the problem is that this B site is a real pain in the you-know-what to try to break. So let's see what he can do.
Definitely, and that clock is becoming a factor. So many corners to check. You see Adam Savage being as careful as he can. Knows there's going to be a player constructing. Chows him a couple of shots, but nothing falling. Now, 15 seconds less on that clock, and Adam Savage is not going to be able to do anything about that. Just going to back on up. Save that small 2 streak you have. You never know.
Hey, you never know. Maybe we'll get a nice little 4-piece and go get themselves a streak. Or have been looking really good right now. They're going to put themselves up 5-2, and they're on map point.
Yeah, Hatred had those couple of rounds in a row where things were going really well. They were getting the first blood, even a 2 or 3 man advantage at certain times. But after that, it's just been all Lore Gaming all the time. Just getting back to that form, not letting things get away from them. And honestly, you talk about slowing up in the S&D, but the key for Lore is then speeding it up a little bit.
Yeah, they've been playing a little bit more aggressive than we saw a little bit earlier on. But look at them. They're all pushed up, all by Cafe. They have all this map control. You got Dimensions over by P3. He's got this whole cross over. Oh, now he's pushing in the gas. He's got a full flank. I think that Savage has him over there. 04 is going to get a pick on Stu, and he's going to find more. At least knows where they are. Can you find more?
Get that information out of the player, but no, the numbers are too much. MWIII able to get 04, but still down a man if you're on the side of Hatred, and you got Gunless, one of the worst positions to deal with in the game. Gunless on that B Street, Tank finds one, shots go into the second, he doesn't find it, but that's all right. Your teammate does, and you even this thing up in the grand finals at 1-1.
1-1, ladies and gentlemen, in ETG's Legacy event, coming back for the first time in 4 years. What a great grand finals we got.
What a grand finals indeed. We're not seeing a sweep here, ladies and gentlemen. We're officially getting a map number 4, and we take the looks here at the stats. You know, 5 out of 04 and no mentions, respectfully. Craze 9 and 3 went absolutely massive, and then fortunately for Hatred, no one went positive.
Yeah, you don't like to see that, but, you know, maybe they can bounce back on this control. We're not going anywhere. I hope you guys booked a hotel on Invasion, because we'll be here for another 2 maps.
Yeah, I hope you booked the hotel, but maybe you can get a refund. All those buildings are blown to hell. But listen, we're not going too far, chat. We're going to throw it to a quick break, get map number 3 loaded up. We'll be right back.
I can see again.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Map number 3. We told you we weren't going far. We didn't lie. We're right back on Invasion, but this is Control, and we've seen some crazy things happen here. Lord Gaming looking to take the 2-1 lead, and so is Hatred. On the defense is Hatred, and that's a good gunny. 0-4, we say it, my God. And it's reasons like that why we do. Stu, able to get that trade, though, but you got the pressure on the B, which is what you wanted if you're low.
Yeah, if you're Laura, you're feeling all right. You got a guy over towards A. He's just gonna play his life, be a little bit of annoyance over towards back gas. I don't think he has any idea he's here. He's gonna get one. He's gonna hot point, and it looks like Hatred's gonna try to take a route over towards A, get him off here. That just means a free B point and a free flank for whoever wants to take it.
Yeah, Craze was just being a nuisance, trying to do as much as he could, just take attention away from his teammates over at B, and that worked to perfection. They got the B site done, and, you know, the purpose of that was not really to try to get a tick on A, just to make sure you lock down B. But Hatred now, they do get those kills that they needed. They can set up some map control.
Yeah, they're trying to work their way through mid-map, find some gunfights to put themselves in a favorable position. We got 0-4 trying to work his way up A Street, but Stu's going to find it. Now, he's going to be very annoying on that A bridge.
We talked about it earlier. Such an annoying position to deal with. I feel like we say that a lot
Yeah.
on Invasion. There's just so many dastardly headies to try to deal with. And that nade onto Stu, that's going to clean him up. But still, Lore Gaming, they have no map pressure right now. You got 2 players pushed up through mid right now, but that's really about it. And you're trying to work the flank through B Street as well.
Yeah, you would like to have that flank through the B Street. You need a few kills to go your way. Gunless is going to find one. Now, number 2 is going to hopefully find this guy in the tank. Can't get it. So now, you still have 1 at least in their base still up. There's 2. Now, here comes the A. Here comes the A.
Here comes that hit towards A, and you got Adam Savage in a good position to maybe catch someone peeking out here, but no, it's not over far enough, and now you have Dimensions on that hill. Adam Savage just kind of hanging out over there. Don't know about that. 0-4, a big 2-piece, and now the progress at A. 1 tick gone. Adam gets down with it, so does Dello, and I mean, what a defensive breakdown there out of the side of Hatred. You had all the map control, you lost everyone but Adam Savage, and he ended up just hanging out there on that scaffolding.
What the frick?
Not a great play. You had it under control. War Gaming, though, that's got to be the veteran presence, knowing you can clutch up.
Yeah, these are the only guys I've seen win on offense today, so tips to them. Also, I don't even know what to say. That was crazy.
Yeah, no, not looking too hot if you're on the side of Hatred, but good news is that's only the first round. It's not the end of this one so far by any means, and now on the attack side, though, that leaves you not in a great situation. You want to clutch up on the defenses as often as possible, but, you know, this early A hit, that could get things cooking, but Craze is just going to cut you down.
Craze is going to cut you down. You got 2 guys pairing at this cross to A. And it's going to be about a clean 3 dead. Adam Savage is going to pick up 1, so maintain some map control. But they're going to work over towards B, trying to get this done. finish this one off early so they have a whole another minute to work on to A.
Bodies just keep falling through the B street, and you got MWIII trying to make a difference. He gets set down by Craze, however, and now you only have one player left to deal with. 04 is going to find one onto Adam Savage, and this defense has just been textbook out of the side of Laura Gaming. And now one player left to deal with. It's Stu. He's been such a nuisance. MWIII able to find one player just to get some attention off of Stu over there, who is ultimately dealt with by Craze. And now, if you allow Laura to push up into your spawn, things get ugly quick.
Yeah, this is starting to get pretty ugly. They don't have any point captured. There's 30 seconds left. Thank God for D-Lo getting one. But now they're going to push A. They're going to get 2 on point. But you got the side of Lore Gaming spawning back gas. You got Crazy on the bench here. I don't know if they'll read this. Let's see what happens.
One tick already gone on the A side. Dimensions gunless. They're going to pair up for a couple, and that's going to be the hill completely swiped out. The trades come through. Stu able to get a 2-piece, but is ultimately traded. Gunless 04 pair up for a couple yet again. And the defense, they're right here. MWIII with the beams on the Dimensions. Just trying to work through B Street. Gunless is taken down through Dark, and that could be the opening for Hatred.
Yeah, and as we say that, Lore get 2 down. They're off the B point. He's gonna find 1. Looking for 2. Oh, that could have been the end of the round right there. Oh, that is the end of the round right there.
Ooh.
How many ticks was that? 1 or 2?
I think they only ended up getting the 1 onto that B site, and that's not great. I mean, this is already in the driver's seat if you're Lore. I mean, I know we talk about ticks for round 5, but Lore, they want to finish this one 3-0.
Yeah, it might be a 3-0 at this point. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Let's see if Hatred can put some hatred in their heart and shoot back a little bit.
Definitely gotta assert your feelings. You know they are not lying to you. Young Padawan, if you are able to find just a bit of life here, things can change. We saw when they caught fire in the map 1, things went so well, but Dimensions is just reaping through middle map. Gunless able to find 1. That's a clean 3 dead on the attack now for Lore. MWIII able to pick one up on the A site, so at the very least you don't allow pressure onto there, but now B's wide open.
Yeah, you got a guy on A or on B just bleeding this a little bit. D-Lo's gonna take him off, but you're on okay with that because now you got Dimensions over on A being a nuisance. D-Lo and Savage are gonna find 2, open this map up a little bit, and Adam Savage is gonna find 2 and clean the map up.
Good job there. Clean up the rest of the players from Laura Gaming. Now all spawning back. Palace have to hit a reset. Try to get through all this map yet again. Yellow gonna get that one. Adam Savage finds one onto Dimensions as well. And this is kind of what we saw after that initial flurry out of Laura Gaming on the last defense for Hatred. They were able to set him down in a big 2-piece from Adam Savage. This defense is going about as well as you'd like.
It's going really well. You even got Adam Savage with a streak now, and they got him pushed up all the way in their spawn by Ice Cream. There is no escape for them right now. They are just not losing a gunfight on the side of Hatred.
Yeah, they don't want the 3-0 in this map in the worst way, and MWIII able to pick up 2. Dimensions does get the player on the B tank, but Stu is able to trade him out back immediately, and yet again, that's another 4 dead for Lore.
You got another 4 dead, and he's had Stu over by that A bridge. So now they finally have some map open to them that they can get through. That corner is wide open. And you got 3. He's sneaking his way over towards A. This is not good if he can get on this side. He takes one with him. Now Gunless on A. You got support in the side of Praise. What can happen here?
What can happen is they could capture the point. That's 1 tick already gone on A.
No.
A couple players on B as well. And that 3 dead could be so bad for you. Dello is at least able to get Gunless off of that A site. But meanwhile, that B tick is going to go pretty quick. Number 2 already gone. Looking for that 3rd now. I mean, if they were able to stack it with the map control they have, this one might already be gone already. But still, I get you got to play the map. But that B point is going to go their way, and they're going to get a whole other minute and a life advantage.
Yeah, they have another minute. If you're Lore Gaming, you have 8 lives left. Praise is trying to even it up a little bit. But with only 7 lives left, it's not looking good for an 8 push. Maybe just play some kills. We'll see what happens. Dimension's gonna get taken down in calf. and this is going to be a long trek over towards that.
That was a good job on defense out of Hatred to just dwindle these lives down. I mean, when you said it, they only had 8 lives to try to push over towards this A site, which is so difficult. And now Hatred, they're just posted up in corners, getting these easy kills. Good fight win out of there for Dimensions, but still, a lot of work to do still here for the side of Lord Gaming. That kill on the hill is huge. 1 player left in the back. You gotta wait for your teammates. This one could get ugly.
No. This can happen.
Oh, it could! No, Dimensions caught you. Oh my god, Hatred, you had that in the palm of your hands and you let it go. Lord Gaming takes the map number 3 in the 2-1 lead in our grand final.
They just threw 2 rounds too. They threw 2 defensive rounds where they. I'm sorry, I'm a little tilted. But with that said, you got Lore going up 2-1 in map count, and if you're Hatred, you got to win another 2 just to get to that second best of 5. So.
Not looking too great for them. Dimensions almost doubles up, 17-9. Not a good situation to be in if you're on the side of Hatred. You look so good in that map number 1. I guess the good news is you get to go back to a respawn. You get to play another hard point, but Lord Gaming has absolutely turned up these last 2 maps.
They have really started to turn their guns on, and you know the good news is that I booked my hotel room for 3 nights. So guess what? We're staying on Invasion.
Yeah, don't worry, folks. We're not going too far. Just a quick little break. We should be firing up map number 4. Actually, no break, ladies and gentlemen. We're here. These players are on top of it. You gotta love it. Production may not, but we love them anyway. So here we go. Map number 4, Invasion Hardpoint. And this is tournament point here for Lore Gaming.
It's tournament point. And, you know, if you're Lore, you want to close this out here. You don't want to deal with this any longer. You want to go home. You want to grab this nice little ETG check. You want to grab this nice little EZone belt and take your happy ass home. So let's see if they can do that.
Let's see if they can. This check, so prestigious, been held by former pros, Zuma, Sensor. It's just so much history at the ETG EZone. And this is the comeback land, and this has just been absolutely phenomenal. Call of Duty to watch all day. You got world champions. You got the next class of players. You got map number 4. Hatred trying to extend it best they can.
They're doing their best. No one's really grabbing time except for Hatred. They have 1 second. It's great. Looking real good. But if you're Lore, you're kind of happy with where you are right now. If anything, you're trying to flip. You already got Dimensions in their spawn by Rugs trying to pause and flip, which they do. And if you're Hatred, you don't want to spawn out there.
Oh, not at all. I mean, yeah, you're in a good spot for P2, but later on towards P3, you're going to want to have those gas station spawns and at least be on that side of the map. MWIII is able to pick up a 3 streak there, but this time all the way of Lore Gaming. Hatred, they're posted up on this P2 already. Craze finding one on the MWIII as they make their way through the B Street. Adam Savage, that's a huge kill there in that back on the flank. And Dello, a big win on the Dimensions as well. And they can take the lead.
Yeah, they can take the lead here. But if you are Hatred, you're holding this really well. The problem is when it's going to come down to rotating for P3, these Lore guys are going to have a quick little rotate. But with that said, they're extending their lead here. We got another 30 seconds to hold on to. Ooh. 0-4. Gonna find himself 2.
Oh.
Gonna get himself a 3rd. Absolutely disgusting work out of him. And here comes the last 20 seconds for Lore.
What is that old saying? Oh, baby, a triple 0-4 lining it up there. And you talk about hitting the rotation to P3. Hatred has done a great job. And now they even are right back in this thing. Lore Gaming is able to extend that lead just a little bit with that strap time. But that's a great kill out of Adam Savage, a man we keep talking about as being so influential for Hatred. Now trying to lock down P3, get a lead of their own.
Yeah, they're looking for a lead of their own. I don't know if they're going to get it. You got to keep on the hill here. Adam Savage almost turns and burns. But what can you do? You got one more gunfight in terms of D-Low. Can you win it? No. D-Low and company are going to hold this time. They got 35 seconds. Let's see if I can hold on to it.
This is kind of how the map number 1 went, right? You got Hatred looking good, hanging around, but it was a certain point that Lore just ended up playing a little better. Hatred able to walk away with that map number 1. Trying to do that here, send us to a map 5. Trades of galore coming out on top of this one, making it a money hill, extending it over to a 15-point lead. P4 is about to roll. In this point, it's so difficult to get any large amount of time. It's just wide open.
All right, guys, if you want to play a fun game, count how many times someone spawns behind each other in Palace. We'll count for you, okay?
Yeah.
In the meantime, Lore Gaming is going to be on this P4 point. And you got Hatred. There's the one flip. There's the second flip. We're counting them up.
And here we go. You got players spawning next to each other, and they had the reads as well. Don't really know that Dimensions is still back there. He's able to find that kill. 04 finds one as well. You have the open hill. You're able to get back onto it, maybe to try to even this thing up. And, I mean, you got P5 side as well if you're Lore. This thing, in the point side, you're not necessarily have a big lead, but you're playing the map really well.
Yeah, you're playing the map well. Lore, if you're Lore right now, you have control P5 side. You're going to have Gunless pushed up over on this old P4, just being a nuisance, ready for this gunfight. Going to tag up Adam, and he's going to win that. Oh my god. He's just been on a different level today in terms of gun skill. And if you're Hatred, you are getting the most whack spawns ever. But you got number 6 on new, and you like where you are.
Yeah, and you got a couple players for Lore pushed all the way back in that B street. One is working through mid, one through Bat Gas as well. Bat Gas 04 is going to get dealt with by Adam Savage. And now this is kind of the setup you want. If you're Hatred, Dello and Millie, good couple of gunfight wins there. And can he find another one? You bet he does. Dello picks up the second. Millie finding another one as well. And Hatred looking to take the lead back.
Yeah, they're looking to take this lead back, and their guns are starting to fry. You've got D-Lo pushed out here. Gonna tag up one, gonna get another. And now he's just causing a madness. You got Millie spawning over by Gas. It looks like Hatred's gonna grab this last 10-ish time. Unless Gunless is gonna grab 2 Bs with it.
And just grabbing old, might as well chow old with less than 10 seconds. Not why the heck not? P1's right next door. You don't got to worry about it all that much. And through the first set of rotations, Hatred find themselves with a slim lead, but a lead nonetheless.
Yeah, if I'm Hatred, I'm taking it. And you know what? They might run away with it. But for now, you got Lore Gaming on the point. Adam's going to find himself one. Dimensions with 2. Going to open up that P1.
The trades all through this map. Dello able to find one, but Lore Gaming, they're here on the hill just for a second, only down a few seconds. If you keep this within striking distance, really either team, you feel like one of these teams can make a money hill and make a comeback, so that's going to be the goal for whoever is going to take the lead here. And it looks like it is going to be Hatred trying to lock down a majority of the rest of the P1 time, but the nade from Dimensions is going to clean that one up, and they're still scrapping it all.
Yeah, they're still scrapping. They're throwing haymakers left and right. But Lore Gaming looks to come out on top. They're going to force their way up into Broken, try to be very annoying, and ultimately end up flipping these spawns if possible. Oh my god, Breeze with 1. Looking for more, but he can't get it. But if you're Lore, you're happy, you're on point, and you got a nice little setup.
Absolutely nutty gunfight win there at it. Praise, you'll take that. Oh, 7 days and twice on Sunday, but still a couple of kills come through for the side of Hatred. Gunless though, locked up, ready for P2, just trying to find one of these kills. Wait for his teammates to come on through. Really able to find another one. He has just been such a menace.
He's really been a menace. He's at 20 and 11 right now, searching around the leaderboard. No one is really close to him right now except for Gunless with that 2-piece now at 18 and 12. He's on a 5 streak, looking for one more for a streak, and they're extending their lead right now.
Yeah, I mean, he is just playing a classical tune like it's the overture of 1812 right now. Just a classic piece of work at a Gunless, doing whatever he wants on the map, it seems like. And now, headed towards his T3, the blue bodies just keep falling.
The blue bodies just keep falling, and 04 just keeps stealing all of Gunless. But they have rotations on a P3, and you know what? They are going to lock a lot of this time in because they have a long... Hatred has a long way to work their way on over here. You got 6 kind of floating over by blue, trying to be annoying, trying to maybe hit a flip here. But you're Lore, you got this locked.
Gunless now on to an 8 spree before he gets taken down by Dello. That team nade is unfortunate there out of Stu. Oh, can't quite win that gunfight. Nice shots out of Stu to take that point right back. But now, the biggest lead of the game so far, Lore gaining 175 to about 120 right now. Even still hitting old.
Yeah, they're still hitting old because there's really no point in rotating the new, but what can you do? Lore's gonna grab this last 8 seconds. Lead's gonna be around 50, 60 points heading into this P4.
P4 locking it down. You got players back in Palace. If you're Hatred, you can hold this cross and at least try to keep this hill white, but you gotta get kills and you gotta try to flip out Lore.
Yeah, you would love to flip Lore here. But while you're at it, you're gonna grab some time, you're gonna get 4 dead too.
Clean 4, you'll take that all day, baby. That's a nice job there, MWIII, trying to deal with these players that are now spawning in that Palace, and does a good job as well. Hear him roar in the mentions, answers with a 2-piece of his own, and what you've done now, if you're Hatred, you got the back gas spawn.
You got the back gas spawn, you got the lead a little bit shrunk here, and you're in a good spot. You're working your way up to that P5, you got 7. Looking for dimensions in this blue area. You got 3 around them, circling them like a body in water. Ooh. Oh, dimensions. Absolutely crap something. Oh my god.
Trades come true there for Hatred now. Trying to lock down yet another money hill if they can get back into this one. And 4 with the beams. MWIII smartly just lays down, plays his life there. No need to chow that. 04, he will get his kills. Don't worry about him. Adam Savage is able to find dimensions, and 04. Stu picks up the 3rd, but now they are spawning him back, and there's a good amount of time on this hill.
Yeah, there's a good amount of time. You kind of almost got them like spawn trap. You're being up top blue here. You're gonna find one, and you can just rain down hell of bullets right now, and just control the rest of this over to P1. With that said, Crazy Gunless gonna find one. Stu's gonna find one. There's a great best on hold.
It's a bang out on old. Neither team wants to give an inch in this one. Lore Gaming does just have the edge as we head to P1 yet again, but Hatred, they're right around the corner. They're not out of this thing at all.
No, they're still in this game, and they're on P1 right now, which is good news for them. If this does go to a P2 somehow, some way, they do have good spawns at the moment. We'll see if that stays.
And that's going to be what is going to be a game here, already over the 200-point mark, so close to wrapping up this tournament. But the teammate is going to bite you in the butt there. Hatred able to make their way on the point just for a second. Dimensions able to deal with Adam Savage, but MWIII finds one on the Gunless, and Della will get Dimensions as well. But that P2 side, it is in effect here for Lore Gaming. They can go ahead and chalk this up and try to lock down P2.
You just chalk it up, you get to new and win there, but we know that's not usually how this goes. But I would love to point out MWIII 31 and 19, absolutely frying.
Doing everything he can, doing the most on the map right now. Adam Savage and Dello are going to grab a couple, and what was P2 for Lore is now P2 for Hatred. They are all over the hill. They have Beach Street locked up. This is going to be such a difficult and important break for Lore.
Yeah, absolutely, and as we say, that Dimension is going to find himself too. Oh, now we're going to find it, and now they have control of P2, and they are stuck in that Palace and Ice Cream.
Yeah, and nobody on the hill just yet for Lore Gaming. If you're Hatred, you got to find these wins in order to keep them off, but that's too dead. Crazy and Gunless gonna pair up for a couple of there. Dimensions get taken down for the wall bang. MWIII still on the play, but 04 is gonna trade him out. But still, I guess you do a good job of keeping the hill white just long enough. Lore Gaming can no longer win it.
Yeah, you're starting to run out of game clock here now, too. If you start to look at that, there's 30 seconds left in the game clock. There's 12 seconds right now left on this P2. And you got Lore Gaming rotated over towards that P3. You only have Praise over there, but at least you have somebody.
Yeah, and that 4-hit towards old could end up biting Hatred in the butt. You talked about it. The setup is already there for Lore. And this is a massive break. Hatred, they need to hit the gas pedal.
They need to step on that gas pedal. They got to have a lead foot right now. Working their way across mid. Dimension's going to find another two-piece. He has been so good for this team right now. And you know what? This could be the end right here.
It could just about do it. 10 seconds needed to clutch up, but Stu gets a big kill on the Craze Gunless. And here he trades him out, and that could just about do it. That might be all she wrote, and it just about is. Lore Gaming 3-1 in the grand finals. Your ETG EZone grand champions.
Yeah.
They're all quiet over there.
Congrats to Lore, and congrats to Hatred for coming down and really putting up a good fight. Just wow, what an event!
What an event indeed. It has been banger after banger all day. Of course, Lore Gaming, probably the early favorites, and I mean, poor MWIII, 33-25 to take that loss. Doesn't feel great, but you do feel good about the fact that your team was able to perform so well, make it through that loser's run. And I mean, you run into a former world champ in Lore Gaming and Gunless, and that's just tough to deal with. You got to tip their cap. They played well.
No, all of them had their moments. Adam, MWIII, D-Lo, all playing great today. And I believe it was MWIII had 65,000 damage.
I mean, there was
6,500 damage, somewhere around.
almost nothing he could do wrong. Lore Gaming, though, with that victory, the 3-1. And that's just going to do it for us here at the ETG EZone LAN. Thanks to everybody that was hanging out. Thanks to Reform for producing, hosting. Shout out all the staff here at our LAN center. And it has just been amazing. Anything you'd like to say before we head off?
Welcome back, ETG. We're glad to have you.
So happy to be back. What an amazing event. And until next time, have a good night. One quick word.
One quick word.
Am I live?
Yeah.
I don't see myself.
You're
I
live.
just want to say thank you so much to everyone who watched. And I want to say thank you to all the players, all the staff, all the crew. I want to thank the venue. I want to thank our incredible casters. James, by the way, your name is right here on the check, as you can see. My partner said, "Oh, did you erase my name off the check?" So we left the shit. No, it's right here.
Don't worry.
So thank you guys so much. Can't wait to do it again. And you guys rock. Love you all.
Have a great night.